Oh yeah, thanks Shannon. Thanks for saying that. That he me. I love it. Well, I'll never call you again, because, yeah, you're a liar, so. I love it. I swear to God. I have, like, no real friends. Remove moderator, block, view, hide user on channel. Seriously, what the That's good. I would never do that. Never. I'm not a friend. Anyway, you know what? Sometimes friendships come to an end. I'm a different person than I was back then. I don't know, like, some people just... And then I said, why? He's like, why would... You don't understand why I told Shannon off? And I'm like, yeah, why? What? You know? And he's like, because she messaged me first. After I told her what happened with the fight we had, I confided in her, told her not to tell anybody. She went and told him off. Obviously, she hates him, and I understand that. I'm not mad at her for that. I don't know what to say. Like, I said, that's, you know, and yeah, like, they should, I don't know. I don't know if she deleted a bunch of videos, but... How am I lying? Now I'm gonna read the DM. She's lying. I told him to fuck off, basically. Yeah, you did. Okay. Miss Tough Girl. She's a pathological liar. When I was on the phone with her one day, she told me she had like a black belt in friggin' karate. She's such an idiot. She's one of those people who have like nothing, so she tries to like assimilate her life to like bits of other people's lives. Like, ugh. Anyway, my lack of self-awareness. And then she wrote, listen, when we found out about you, people started talking about you. I told your girlfriend what I heard about you and told her privately to protect herself. I am nobody's enemy, really. I'm not the bad guy. I'm speaking like a sister to you. Please be kind. I'm honest. I will never speak about you if she doesn't put it on YouTube. Never.
She knows, and I know, that I have been speaking the truth. And she doesn't know how much I know, what I might say. She might still think that I might just like open my mouth and say everything I know, which I have said before, and I'll say it again. I would never. His personal side, that's nobody's business except for him. But I think that's really what it's all about. And the fact that I see right through her.
I need a joint for this.
Hang on. Charlie, hi Charlie, how's it going, Charlie? Charlie totally boosted the hell out of my channel at the beginning, and I appreciate the hell out of you. Thank you so much for appreciating my Bernie sense of humor. I don't know. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for like getting me.
I'm not somebody you want to have beef with. It's bad optics. You see what I'm saying? This is part of keeping that energy. And so you got to respect it.
Yo, Chow, this P. I'm uptown right now. I'm on my way to the West Bank to put a twist on this thing, you heard? Oh, oh yeah. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, oh yeah. I want an independent woman if she working with something. I want a slim fine woman with some twerk with her. See, got a lot of people I can work with her. Want a big fine woman with some pop, with some twerk, with some pop, with some twerk, twerk. Bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down. Turn around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, turn around and stick your booty out, turn around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, turn around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down.
Hello, guys. Welcome. Happy Sunday. To anyone watching in real time, thank you. To anyone watching during playbacks, I appreciate you. To all my channel members and patrons, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to my mods who are always here holding me down, I appreciate you. And speaking of mods, I want to say this off top. Let people talk their shit. I'm not thin skinned like the bitch I'm about to be referring to and talking about during this stream. Actually, two bitches, because we will be talking about Shantel. So let people talk their shit. As long as it's not super problematic like bigotry or doc stuff, let them talk their shit. I love to actually engage with Chinyans, so I am more than okay. And guess what? I could be criticized. Maybe there's something that I say that people don't like, and that is fine for them to voice that. I don't try to run a hug box the way Chantel Jr. does, the way FFG does. So with that, I want to make sure I get into this off top. FFG likes to throw stones and hide her hands. Through the years, she has made it a point to push a lot of false narratives about me, and she never quite has been able to make sense of it. She'll say something and I'll be able to debunk it. Just like yesterday, actually, in her stream, she said my name, it's Progress. Remember, I've said it for the last couple of years. She is one of the biggest pussies, if not the biggest pussy in this space. So the vagueness should probably stop. She said my name, and I said thank you. So we will be having a stream just based off of that alone. Today was already planned, but thank you, thank you, thank you. Another content gift. Because the way she was lying her ass off, but the good thing with me is while she continues to try to lie when it comes to me, I effortlessly can present the truth. I love that for me. So now when it comes to today, the reason I wanted to go over these messages is because no one actually has ever gone over these messages. For those who don't remember, while Shantel and Nader were running around Canada like crackheads, Chantel's dumbass thought it would be a bright idea to give Nader FFG's number. And I'll be getting to the chat. And thank you so much for everyone who's here. Chantel's dumbass thought it would be a bright idea to give Nader FFG's number. Why would you do that? When that happened, for those who are around, FFG went live to discuss it, which I understand. Like, this man's reaching out to her. This man who has a background, we can see he's definitely a piece of shit. Shantel gave him FFG's number. Now, when it comes to that night, for those who don't remember, Shantel actually went into FFG's chat, talking shit. And it didn't obviously go the way she planned, which why would it? Shantel decided to go live to try to expose her for the liar that she is. In that first live from that night, Shantel decided to show her phone, which in turn doxed FFG's number. It was a burner number, but she still doxed FFG's number, shut down the live stream, took it down, and then went live again. This time just reading the text messages. I will speak for myself. In that moment, no one really cared about what was in those text messages because you're sitting next to Nader. Nader's sitting here pretty much being threatening. So we was dragging the fuck out of Shantel and Nader's bitch bum ass. No one gave a fuck what was in those messages. Shantel kept saying, oh, she's a liar. She's playing tough. She's making it seem like she told him, fuck you. And that's not actually how she is. I personally was not listening to that. Why are you doing this? We fast forward. Obviously, there's always something happening. So we move our focus to something different, right? We fast forward to the last few years. FFG is just talking a lot of shit, planting different seeds around the community about me. And I'm just like, bet, I'm going to sit back. I'm going to collect receipts. And when I'm ready, I'm going to make her content, right? So me just sitting back, always just, oh, there's that. Oh, she's doxing someone again. Oh, just collecting. And then one day Nader uploads a video of text messages. Who are these text messages with? Wait, these were the text messages? This was the conversation you were having with FFG? The FFG who came here wanting to help and save Shantel knew all these horrible things about Nader. This is how she was speaking? I would expect tough talking FFG, the black belt, the mafia princess that she is, to be calling Nader everything but a child of God. If I'm not mistaken, Nader's mom passed. I would expect her to be disrespecting him in those messages. This is FFG. Her mouth is reckless. And I've read through those messages and I'm like, is anybody else talking about this? I know we don't pay attention to him because it's always going to be fuck Nader, but is anyone paying attention to these messages? It was like crickets. I saw one person on Twitter say something slightly critical. People jumped down their throat. I said, oh, so no one wants attention on these messages. And because it is me, you know what I did? Download, save. Because FFG pops her shit a lot, but FFG publicly, but FFG has a habit of actually being very understanding, kind, and supportive to pieces of shit. The last video I did of FFG, you see how she was very supportive and kind to Nags, Tequila Titties, which is the creator who goes by Gaining Ground. And she seemed very understanding to Nader El Shami. I am speaking to you like a sister. Bitch, are you okay? It's a pattern with her. You know who else finds themselves being really understanding and kind to disgusting men, knowing they're disgusting men? Shantel. See how I connect those dots and also present to you the messages? We'll get to that. Before we get to it, I want to acknowledge, Dill. FFG is Foodie's Alexis. Baby, more than that. FFG could have possibly been Shantel's Didi. Because I don't know if she wanted to like be a flower girl at their wedding, but it just was given very supportive, very understanding. And at one point, it sounded like she was giving him advice. We'll get to it. I just want to make sure I get caught up with this. Haley, wait, I hope I said that right. Welcome to the Go Cluster, boo. I saw you were supreme. You have access to the Discord. Candice Owens, welcome to the Go Cluster, boo. Elizabeth, thank you so much. I think this is a super sticker because I don't see a message. I just want to check because I don't want to be wrong. I believe it is. Thank you, boo. Thank you. AZ, thank you, boo. Just bought a big old bottle of cold brew mix. Love you too, and congrats. A new graduate, y'all, and thank you for 34 months, baby. Poop calling out poop. Thank you, Dill. Thank you. I don't even know if you meant that for me, but I'll take it. I'm okay. And if you were, I'm genuinely, it's fine. It's fine. But before we get into that, for those who may not know, as I've said, and it's a lot to go through, but FFG has tried to push different narratives about me. Believe it or not, at one point when Nader was being the piece of shit that he is, there were viewers who were pushing for creators like myself, FFG, and others to find a way to get him off the platform. And FFG, being the person that she is, instead of simply saying, hey, it's harder than you think to get someone off the platform, instead she wanted to point the finger at me. Now, the way she pointed the finger at me was very interesting. And one of the things I really love about FFG is the fact that she actually doesn't remember her lies and she doesn't remember the things she said in the past, even if it was a month prior. So let's actually take a look at this here. Before we go into the clip we'll be going over, I want to take a look at this tweet. This tweet here, this is FFG responding to viewers who are urgently asking creators to help get Nader off the platform, which I understand. Her tweet reads, "Don't come at me with some BS that I should use my power with YouTube to get rid of Koki. I have no power with YouTube. If I did, I'd already have used it. I tried to warn Shantel. That's all the power I have. The person who used their power to take down Shantel should do it to Koki." And when she first tweeted that, it's a shot at me. So I'm just like, it takes time. It's not like I wake up one day and have everything ready to get a creator off the platform. It takes time. Like even I haven't kept it a secret. Even everything I've collected on FFG, that took time. I was quiet for a reason. Again, the lifeline of her channel is literally in my phone. And I say that out loud for a reason, so there's no surprises. When I did it with Negs, I was silent. I didn't tell anyone I was doing anything. Hello, Shantel. I didn't tell anyone I was collecting these things. It takes time. It takes work. I learned what I needed. I contacted certain people to get everything that I needed, and I contacted them again when it was time. Okay, put in the work. So we follow up this tweet again at me. For some reason, I'm responsible for Nader. FFG tweets a few months later, "Imagine the chokehold Shantel has on some. They'd use their YouTube managers to take down her channel, to take her channel down, but do nothing to get rid of Koki while he was threatening multiple people in the community. LOL priorities." So this tweet, right, is painting a narrative that I have the ability to use my YouTube manager to get this dangerous man off the platform, but I'm choosing not to. That's the narrative. And when she tweeted this, I thought to myself, are people under the impression a YouTube manager helps with that? Because they don't. YouTube managers, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, but they're just cheerleaders for the most part. They try to encourage you to upload more, go live more. Genuinely, they just want you to make more content, which in turn makes YouTube more content. That's really all a manager is. They're not actually managing you in the way that you think. It's just a very, honestly, it's just a outdated title that doesn't speak to what they're actually doing. So I'm just like, damn, do people think that? But I guess maybe because not a lot of people around here may have a YouTube manager. Maybe that's why she would even think that's how I get people, like the attention of YouTube, to get people off the platform. But that's not how. So I'm sitting here like, girl, are you crazy? That's not, like, that's what I'm thinking to myself. I simply screenshot. I don't respond because I know the truth. And I'm like, damn, she's probably saying that thinking that's what a YouTube manager does. Imagine my surprise when a month later, FFG tweets to dunk on someone, forgetting what she tweeted about a YouTube manager being able to take down Nader. She tweets, and I look closely at the tweet, and I'm going to put it on screen. And I said, wait, hold on. You have a YouTube manager? And you've had a YouTube manager since April? Those tweets are from July and November. And here she is in December, forgetting that she's pushing the narrative that if a creator in this space has a YouTube manager and they can use them to take Nader down, they don't have their priorities right. I'm confused. Bitch, are you dumb? So one of two things. So either she knew she was lying, but it's important to push that narrative that, hey, Charlie could do some good. Charlie took down Shantel. Why doesn't Charlie take down Nader? She could do that. And look, she's not. Or It's that she didn't even attempt herself, because if she went to her YouTube manager and said, hey, there's this dangerous person on the platform, is there any way you can help me? So chances are she didn't even attempt a conversation like that. She just had some expectation that I was supposed to do it. That's interesting. That's interesting. So she had a YouTube manager while tweeting those things, but the obvious, like, for the most part, viewers don't know what a YouTube manager is. They might read that and be like, damn, Charlie, why don't you do that? Yeah, you did take Shantel down. That's the thing with FFG that I followed through the years, and I can actually prove that. She likes to breadcrumb and leave narratives, and it just chips away at that person's image. And for the most part, I just kept quiet. I was just like, I see what she's doing, but let me just keep quiet. Why not? Let her keep going. Let's see how far this goes. So I should have used my YouTube manager, but she had one the whole time. And let's not pretend FFG's above using a YouTube manager or reaching out to them, because at the end of last year, this was FFG. Anyone else who's had a false strike on your channel from Koki, please let me know. I want to tell it all to my YouTube manager. We have a meeting tomorrow morning. I'm actually interested to know how that meeting went, because I know YouTube managers can't do like much. Genuinely, they can't do much. So how did that meeting go? See, when it suits her, FFG tries to make it seem like she's bigger than what she is. I promise y'all, YouTube manager don't do much. And if there happens to be any YouTube manager watching, even mine, no disrespect, you really can't do much. Just please upload more, do this. That's it. That's it. I've actually gotten more help off of Twitter. So, but that's what FFG like to do. Push these different narratives about me. And it's just like, what was the reason? Truly, what was the reason that? But then again, when I asked that, I still don't know the reason why she went around making it seem like I was working behind the scenes with Negs. That's crazy. The thing with FFG, if you actually sit back and for some of you take your head out of her ass and just sit back and pay attention, FFG projects a lot. FFG is the same person who tried to spin some narrative that I'm doing some type of ops in my Discord. No. There's hundreds of people in my Discord. I've made it clear I have one private channel that no one but me and my Discord manager have access to, where I collect things. And even the things that's within there, if that was to get out, I'm fine. Now, while FFG tries to push that narrative, would y'all believe me if I said FFG had a Discord with some of her most solid and loyal Chinians that happened to dox a fuck ton of Tommy's life? Tommy, Amberlynn's ex? Would y'all believe me if I said they posted Tommy and Tommy's child, the court filings, Tommy's baby daddy? The same FFG who said, we got to protect the innocent, the people who can't speak up for themselves. Why the fuck is somebody's child in your Discord? And yes, I have the screenshots. Yes, I followed that. See, the beauty in being silent and following certain things is you don't know what I'm doing. You don't know what I'm following. And when it's someone with a very small platform blasting it, it doesn't get that much attention. Well, it will today. So what I want to get into first is that stream, the second stream that Shantel went live with after doxing FFG. And to be clear, it was a burner, but it still was doxing, which I don't even know at this point why FFG even brings up doxing, because she doxes all the time. Matter of fact, she doxed a few days ago. Hold on. Let's bring that up, because one thing I do, I got receipts. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, yeah. on the 17th, literally just a few days ago. This is FFG Doxing. She was responding to a viewer from this space. A viewer. She said, meth fucker. And when she says that, she's referring to Yaba, to be clear. If you're new or you haven't picked up yet, FFG is not actually good with drags. That's why some of her drag sounds very forced and angry, because she doesn't actually know how to do it. And when she's really, really struggling, she either spins a lie or simply just like plays victim or some shit. But let's see. She's responding to a viewer. Meth fucker didn't have to do shit. He had no court-ordered visitation and isn't on their birth certificate. She wanted to be free to fuck around with Big Greasy. Who she's referring to when she says Big Greasy is Sam, Yaba's wife. Oh, again, she can't drag for shit. Oh, and if I was such a sick bitch, I would dox the absolute shit out of you. Blank says their first name. Watch your mouth. See, that's FFG's MO. She will make sure she silences you because she has certain information. I made sure to blur out the viewer's first name because I don't know. I don't know if that's something they've ever said publicly, but we'll just call her Jane. She would dox the fuck out of Jane if Jane doesn't watch her mouth. Now, let's take a look. What was she responding to? Tell us you're not a parent without telling us, FFG. Do you know how many parents are forced to share custody and visitation with a parent they don't want to? No, you wouldn't know. And thank fucking God for that, sick bitch. I mean, they weren't wrong. Not only that, a lot of what FFG said was a lie. I know that Yaba's ex is on the kid's birth certificate. I know this. How do I know? It was posted. I know this. And also, even though I wasn't fucking with Yaba or anyone around here, I followed it the whole time. There wasn't a stream of Belindas I missed. There wasn't a stream of Gigi's I missed. There wasn't a stream of Yabas I missed. I watched it all. I listened to the hypocrisy. I listened to how people really twisted some sick shit. I even listened to your mama. I listened to it all. I sat back and watched a whole bunch of adults thinking a child being sexually assaulted is content, is a dunk on somebody that they don't like. I also saw where Yaba posted the text where she immediately pretty much wished him dead. Her mouth to God's ears, because it happened not too soon after. And I know she went to get a protection order. So why are we pushing this narrative? If you want to criticize people, go ahead. I wouldn't touch that topic. I think that's disgusting. But why lie on top of that? He was on the birth certificate. Yaba wished him dead, like, immediately, which is what you do. Went out to get an order of protection to protect him so he doesn't have rights to the kids because they're his kids. But you know what? What that viewer said was so much, FFG threatened to dox them. But that's not new to FFG. FFG has literally asked for information on someone who criticizes her and offered money. Did y'all know that? FFG was offering money for people's docs on Twitter? Don't worry, I have that too. I have that too. I want to get to some of the support, and then we'll get into some of the stream, and we'll get into more, so much more. Again, we're going to go over some of the Discord. I didn't put everything up here, but some of the Discord. And keep in mind, when confronted about this, granted, it is a creator who's pretty small, Hakate's daughter, for those who don't know, I followed all of it. FFG's response to Lori, one of her number one Shinyans, posting that in the Discord, one of FFG's responses to that was Lori did nothing wrong. And outside of that, of course, because It's FFG. She was making sure to call Hecate a whore who sucks dick, and all these things. For those who don't know, Hecate is a sex worker. So FFG made sure a response to her having dox info, kids, all that in her Discord is making sure to call Hecate a dick sucking whore. Okay. I mean, that's a choice. Elizabeth, thank you so much for the super chat. Over these last 3 years, laughing with you has gotten me through the worst moments of my life. Thank you. Elizabeth, if I could do that for you, trust me, there's some days I'm surprised I still say that. Thank you still for being here for 3 years. 3 long years. Thank you, boo. Hita, I'm gonna just say Hita Alexa. I'm gonna go with that. Hey Shorty, finally caught alive and just became a member a couple of days ago. Thank you. Love the Discord. Thank you. I've always been a silent viewer, but I only keep up with Girl World through you. I appreciate you, and I hope you are enjoying. And for anyone in Discord, our Sunday mess does continue tonight. We're watching our shows. Amberlynn's gonna go live with that member only. So for anyone in Discord, trust me, my day is not over. We're gonna pop our shit and have a good time after this in Discord. For those who don't know, we watch a lot of messy reality, messy, emphasis on messy, reality TV. So we mostly do that on Sundays and sometimes Tuesdays. Chloe, thank you, boo. You are the queen of receipts. I love it so much. Thank you. And you haven't seen nothing yet. Would you believe me if I said I have a lot of the most problematic tweets from FFG's previous Twitter account that no longer exists? And something that I never really said, I made sure to screen record the conversations we had in DMs on that account because I noticed she was spinning a lot of lies. So I was just like, girl, just screen record the whole conversation. So I have that too. So when she tries to push certain stuff, I'm like, oh, hold on. Let me go back to the DMs, girl. One thing about me, I'm always going to be the wrong one. Always. Thank you, Chloe. Thank you, boo. Thick Gemini, thank you, boo. Thank you for the super chat. Fan from back in the day. Great to catch you live. Thank you for being here. I appreciate y'all. Genuinely appreciate y'all. And for those who are here to listen and hear me out, I appreciate you. The point of today is to point and laugh at a bitch whose ego got so ahead of herself. Like, if you really think about that, imagine how big your ego has to be to think you would get away with a lot of the things she thought she was getting away with. Now, when it comes to these text messages, is it that big of a deal? As far as a problematic sense, not necessarily. I'm really going to laugh at this bitch when it comes to going over these messages with you. But there's a lot of other problematic things she has done. A lot. And there's a lot more that will surface. And I know this for a fact. And I'd rather be one of the channels that will be covering her consistently, because FFG and her content and her behavior will have a home over here. Because unlike others, her threats don't work towards me. And again, the lifeline of her channel is with me. I love that for me. See? That's how you become that bitch. You don't just throw out veiled threats. Artsy, thank you so much for the super chat. I want answers. Oh, yeah. Amy Flowers, her brother's tweets, and where's BBJ? She refuses to address those subjects. She also doesn't care about the child essay survivor. Correct. Allow that baby's mom to be doxxed on X. Oh, yeah. I got all that. Artsy, I have all of that. And to be very clear, and I will say this with my whole chest, to the people who did actually care about BBJ and not just a creator getting one over on Shantel, BBJ is gone. BBJ has passed. That is a fact. You can try to spin and twist and, oh, that's not her brother. That's not this. That is her brother. Her brother pretty much said it. BBJ has passed. What I am waiting for specifically is to know the day. Because it would be pretty horrible if, for example, this is just an example. Let's just say BBJ passed on Monday. It would be horrible if, say, on a Thursday or Friday, FFG was collecting super chats for BBJ, not letting viewers know BBJ had passed. This is the same FFG recently who said if there was any changes with BBJ, she would let you know. When is that going to come exactly? So there's certain things I'm tracking. There's certain streams I made sure to download because when that date is made public, I would like to circle back and see how FFG was responding to the support. When FFG said BBJ was retired, I wonder if she meant BBJ's expired. Yeah, BBJ's gone. And no, do I think FFG did something bad? No, BBJ's old. BBJ was old. It's not like BBJ was going to live for years. It would have been awesome, but that was not practical. But to drag this out, I love that for you, FFG. I love that for you. And I'm going to make sure I connect everything. Talking points, things that cannot be ignored. So the lies that are going to spin, I would start practicing now. Pigmented, hey boo, thank you for the super chat. Won't be in chat because I'm at work, but you know how much I love turkey neck dragon streams. Oh baby, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. We're gonna go over these messages. I'm gonna get to more of the support. I see the members, the everything. I really, really, really appreciate you. I just want to get into this because there's a lot of screenshots I have to cover. Again, the discords, more doxing, all of these things, especially while FFG is so, she wants to keep Nader's stuff private, which I understand. I didn't dig into Nader. Like, I don't actually fuck with that. Fuck him, but I don't fuck with that. But the way she picks and chooses, and then she always finds a way to be just so kind to pieces of shit. It's really weird. So let's get into the stream. It was the one after Shantel doxed FFG by showing the screenshot, by showing her phone, and she went live again. You will hear the mouth breathing, bum ass bitch, crackhead, Nader in the background, but the focus is obviously Shantel. Let's get into it.
I definitely didn't want to dox anybody. See what happens? I'm a fucking idiot. All right. Anyways, so yeah. Anyways, lies. Obviously, it's not good to show the screenshots that way. Maybe I can post them, but anyway. You couldn't see her number? Are you sure? Because of the fact, like, if you had people lying about you and saying, like, you did this and you fucking, like, did this in your past and you're, like, a fucking, like, calling him Cokie every day and, like...
Oh, and if I didn't already make this clear, let me just emphasize it again. It will always be fuck Nader. He deserves to be under the jail. Fuck Shantel. It's just with me, I know it's a struggle that a lot of viewers have. Like, I can actually say multiple people in a situation are pieces of shit, so it's fuck everybody who's involved. But no, my opinion doesn't change when it comes to Nader or Shantel or this situation. Shantel shouldn't have given Nader FFG's number. But FFG didn't have to pretend she said something else because the truth is she didn't have to respond. But the fact that you respond and the way that you respond, it's just like, girl, you been a pussy. But hey.
Like, fucking, we have, like, we're not, like, anyway, just stupid shit. So, she fucking lied. Just read the messages. There's a lot, though.
Just to give some context, I didn't realize that's what she was saying at the time, Shantel. She was upset. She was like, she's lying. Bitch, you're a liar. What are you talking about? Like, that's how I'm thinking, watching this in real time. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. And you sitting right next to them. She's upset because FFG is live and lying about how the conversation went between her and Nader. FFG is presenting it like, I told him to fuck off, like, which makes sense. That is the one of two things. You either don't respond at all because, like, fuck him, don't respond to that man, or if you do respond, hell yeah, you get disrespectful with a piece of shit like that. So FFG was presenting it like, please, I told him to fuck off. You know how FFG is. So Shantel, her dumbass, she runs live with him and is saying, no, this is how it went. This is how, and then you hear him mumbling on the side and threatening. And it's just like, bitch, fuck y'all. At least I wasn't sitting there trying to listen to whatever she was saying about FFG. Fuck y'all. When what she was trying to say is, yo, this girl is up here playing tough But essentially, she was copping pleas, giving advice, and being understanding to Nader in these messages. That's what Shantel was trying to say, but it's Shantel and she's a dumb bitch. So when the text messages dropped, I went back. I was like, let me connect these dots. When did this happen? Because I don't recall this is the message that FFG said. This is not the exchange. What the fuck is this? And I'm like, oh, this is what Shantel was trying to say. Got it. Awkward. Let's get into it.
I don't know. Do you guys want me to? And just so you know, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I've said things, but she's like literally telling like stupid lies. Number one lie, she's actually verbatim said pretty much like, I've never known about this guy, Dom, in my life. Yeah, she's saying she doesn't know him, but she's certain that he's really like best friends with her ex, like they're buddy.
Here's the thing when it comes to what FFG claims she knew about Nader when she first came around and started to be consistent. It was always vague, and I never questioned it because in my mind I was like, oh, she knows somebody who knows him, who knows of him. That's normal. So she's vague because of that. When in fact, I think FFG was actually vague because she didn't know as much as she was claiming she knew. It's clear she knew some things, but she had to keep it vague and make it seem like she had more information to keep viewers coming back. Because even till this day, she's never actually said anything like mind-blowing that we could have never imagined. It's that she had to keep it vague, like, oh yeah, I know someone who know him, or he ran in these type of circles, and I'm not saying it, and I could say it, and then nosy bitches like me, nosy people like y'all, what y'all saying? Girl, what is it? What you know? I'll give y'all a little something. I'll give you a little clue. And I kept coming back like, what is it? What is it? But she never actually said anything. She just kept it vague. And that's actually smart on her part. I fell for it. I fell for it. I didn't have a reason at the time not to believe her. So I just kept coming back like shit. And she was right about the meth burn mark. When she was right about that, I was like, oh, she got to know. She got to know something. She's going to give it to us eventually. But she just kept dangling that carrot because we were going to keep coming back for more. And on top of dangling that carrot, Shantel kept reacting and getting angry and putting her attention on FFG because she was dangling that carrot. She was a bitch who wanted to make things work with Nader. We got this other girl over here dangling this carrot. So I'm going to focus on you. I'm going to try to shut you up. That's Shantel's mindset. So not only do you have this carrot, Shantel's throwing shots at you, and I want to listen to you drag this bitch now. So I'm over there. What FFG going to say today? She might drop ooh, Shantel was disrespectful. Did you want to drop a little more tea on Nader? FFG, the way she planned out this whole thing was actually kind of smart. She got ahead of herself, though. She really got ahead of herself. Let me get into this, and then I will get to some of the support. I thank you guys.
She is a lying juvenile, like talking about me, and then like I saw her like, look at where I am near Orange Julep, like, hey, stalker, freak, like he's okay with people like criticizing him and making fun of whatever. It's like, that's not the point.
Nader has never been okay with anyone criticizing him. I wouldn't be surprised if he strikes this live stream, please. Bullshit. She's just making excuses, but we know this.
Like these are real lives you're fucking dealing with. She doxes people. Oh yeah, I've been doxed so many times, whatever. I just don't like doxing people, so I didn't do it on purpose.
They both dox. Before we get into this, they both dox. And the truth is, with what I've been tracking, when it comes to doxing, sharing doxes, and looking for people's doxes, FFG has actually doxed more than Shantel. Yeah. And Shantel has been on this platform probably twice as long as FFG. And yes, I have the screenshots, the screen recordings, and clips to back that up, sadly. When it comes to doxing, let's go back. I want to go back a little bit here. This is an example of FFG looking for dox info. Trying to learn about taters today. Anybody have any info that would interest me about a tater and want to make some money? Hit me up. For those who don't know, Hater Tater is like a dedicated account on Twitter that criticizes Shantel. Like, for example, we have a lot of different accounts like that where it's just, the main focus is the creator you criticize. So I'm trying to think of someone like Kristen criticizes Shantel. That's on Kristen's account. It's about criticizing Shantel. And a lot of other accounts that I can mention, like Peggy. Peggy criticizes Shantel. So if Shantel was to go on Twitter and ask for Peggy's dox info or Kristen's dox info and want info on them and be offering money, I kind of feel like, at least the corner of the internet I remember, we have an issue with that. Like, bitch, what? You're offering money to get info on Peggy and Kristen? Come again, bitch? We would have been dog walking her for weeks. Oh yeah, Pizza Shit, thank you. Great account, Pizza Shit. Imagine if Shantel was offering money to get info on Pizza Shit. We'd have an issue with that. At least that's how the corner of the internet used to be. Not so much anymore, but that's how it used to be. So we have that example there. What else? Let's see. The sad part is when I tell you I have screenshots on top of screenshots on top of screenshots, I'm not kidding. Let's go into FFG and the dangers of being close and getting close to someone like FFG. And if you don't like me, it's fine. Like, genuinely, it's fine. But when I tell you, do not give this girl your personal info, do not. The city you're in, the car you drive, shit, where you graduated with your math. I don't give a fuck what it is. Don't even tell her what your pet's name is. And we're going to get into why. Remember how I mentioned the Discord leak? There's a person within the Discord that they believed leaked it. I've seen this person deny it. I don't know where the proof is. I followed it and I still, I wanted to see concrete proof of who the mole was in FFG's Discord. I still haven't seen solid proof. But if I'm being transparent and real as fuck, that person was still in that Discord and excited when Tommy's shit was being posted. She was excited when Tommy's shit was being posted. You were part of the problem. So this is kind of what happens. It doesn't mean it couldn't happen to her. She just had to learn. But it still doesn't mean FFG doing this is fucked up. So I did block out the name. FFG had tweeted, "Aloha junkie, come out and play." And that's the person's first, middle, and last name. I made sure to edit it out. You really are a dumb bitch. Ha 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 ha. That is FFG wanting that person to come out. Now, what you will see, the reason she focused on that person is because she found out about the Discord leak and she believed it was this person who leaked it. Give me 1 second. I want to get some more because there's a lot, child. There's a lot. You see, when you have your ducks in a row and your receipts, it's not that hard to put together. Now, this here is another tweet. It's the person's full name, first, middle, and last. A junkie and a massive pussy. She has no self-awareness, but okay. You can run from state to state for the rest of your life. You'll always be a filthy, pill-popping clusterfuck of mental illness. I want to repeat, this was one of the friends she had in her Discord. So this information that she's putting out there that, the average person who follows FFG doesn't know what she's talking about, she is probably getting that information from whatever this viewer, this friend of hers, shared. And there's more. One moment. Let's see. So this here is the person that they believed was the Discord mole. They go by poo poo pee pee. I'm not going to be saying all that, so I'm going to just say pee pee. So pee pee had tweeted out, right? 6 days prior to this, 6 days prior to FFG's response. Pee pee tweeted out, "Shady people suck. That is all." FFG responded, "They sure do. Sandwiches and blow." I'm assuming she's referring to possible addiction. I don't know. "What you doing tonight? H or just swallowing a handful of pills with vodka? Have fun either way. Say hi to blank for me." I made sure to edit out that name, and I made sure to edit out the picture. Obviously, the picture is either of PP or someone close to PP. And I'm going to assume, because it was a close, tight-knit Discord, this was personal things that they shared with one another. Now, the next one that I post, I only edit out part of the wristband because I couldn't see if there was a name on the wristband. But I want you to see how disgusting and nasty FFG could get, even if it's someone who was a friend. Imagine how cool you got to be with her to be in that tight-knit Discord. And her anger would take her to this part here. I want to get this because I was just like, oh. It's not surprising because it's her, but it's just like, damn. Okay. Let's see. I want to make sure this here. This is FFG using their docs name once again. "Does your dad do the drugs with you or just pay for them? I can't believe you were trusted around children. Good thing you'll never teach again, junkie." That is clearly the picture of, I'm assuming, the friend's family member who is sick. I don't want to completely just throw out a conspiracy, but that picture speaks for itself. And I covered up the band because I couldn't make out what it was saying, and I didn't want it to possibly be a dox. So I covered part of the band. So this is the same person whose name she's been, doxing and tweeting, the PP person. So this is the type of vile shit FFG will do, even to someone she just considered a friend. And what's sad is I didn't even see that energy within the text messages that she had with Nader El-Shami. I know we haven't gotten to that yet, but if you're looking for nasty energy like this with Nader, no. Not even close. And this is when she would vague, because I'm following it. I'm just not saying nothing. Clearly, why would I do that? I knew who she was referring to when she was vaguely saying these things here. When she had tweeted out, "The online whore from Ontario should look for real work instead of choking on dick sometimes. You're like 45. At what age do ugly hookers retire?" That tweet was about Hekate's daughter. The reason it was aimed at Hekate's daughter is because Hekate's daughter was on her Twitter account exposing the Discord messages. But Hekate's daughter has a very small following. And I don't say that to be shady. It is tiny. So the traction wasn't a lot. FFG had the room to be vague. Hekate's daughter is a sex worker. But let's be very clear. She's not ugly. I don't care if she's using an old picture. She's not ugly. You can say a lot, but Hekate's daughter is not ugly. So that tweet, and if you look at the dates and why they all line up, she sees it's Hekate's daughter talking about it. But there's a lot of people who brush things under the rug for FFG. So she'll get some engagement, but for the most part, people don't want to pay Hekate's daughter no mind. Nah, fuck that. FFG is the person who gets Shantel to rage the most. Fuck all that. I don't know what you're talking about. But if it was Shantel doing this, we'd have a problem. No. Okay. Well, rules, I guess different rules for everybody. I guess. And I just want to remind y'all, this is the same FFG. Take a look at this picture. If this is how she responds to a friend she fell out with that she believed was a mole, and let's just say this is a sick family member, like, because this picture says a lot. It can say so many things. This is the same FFG who was upset when Shantel said her mother who passed was worm food. Was that disrespectful? Yeah. But one of the reasons it confused me at her reaction to that was like the way you talk about other people. You know how we say Shantel can't take a fraction of the things she's done through the years? Like, you know, when people have doxed her and the way she doxes, FFG is the same. FFG has said some crazy shit through the years. And there were times she even said crazy shit when I still liked her. I just was just like, God damn, you standing on that? Bitch, you tripping. And at one point, I just assumed she could fight. Because I always assume if your mouth is that reckless, clearly you could fight. So I'm just like, God damn, you must really know how to fight. Okay. I mean, if you're standing on that, stand on that. But when somebody gives you the same energy back, the nastiness that you easily put out, why are you reacting like this? FFG has no problem of bringing up people who passed. I don't have it here. I can, if I let this play, I could find it, and I clearly have it saved. At one point, she was posting their family's obituary. Whoever it is that passed, and obviously I would have to edit it. Whoever was in that obituary obviously was someone close to that PP person. You posting obituaries trying to like drag this chick because she lost this person. Why are you upset that you just got a fraction of that back? You're not above that. You should be able to take that L, swallow that. And here's the truth. As much as people may not like this, I'm going to stay true to me. And it's not the first time I've said it, and I will stand on this. FFG has sat there and slut-shamed the fuck out of Shantel's mom, has tried to paint Shantel's dad as a pedophile, has even put Shantel's mom's house on a thumbnail. What Shantel said was actually light work. Shantel's an idiot, even when trying to be nasty. Because if Shantel really wanted to be nasty, she could have gone further, put a tombstone as a thumbnail. In neon letters, put FFG's mom's home, the way she did with her mom's home, and went live and ate some food. Would that have been disgusting? Yeah. But how is that any different from what FFG does? Calling her mom worm food was light work. And she still found a way to be a victim. Went on to dox Salah's family, do all. You say this shit. You don't give a fuck. Is it wrong? Yeah. But one thing I always, at one point respected is that she stood on that shit. She said, I said some crazy ass shit and I stand on it. Cool. And without playing victim. But there's money in playing a victim. There's more money in that. Like, how dare she talk about my girl? How dare you? The fuck? How dare you? You better eat that shit. You clown ass bitch, you better eat it. Of course it sucks. Of course it hurts. I'm sure this hurt her. Eat it. Eat it. Pussy. Let me get to some of the support because I know I'm very behind. And thank you for all the support, guys. I'm going to be behind. It's a lot to cover. And I just want to make sure I get receipts and get everything squared away because, you know, different narratives will be pushed. Whatever. It is what it is. Hold on. Did I say thank you? Wow, I'm really behind. I'll get my life together eventually, y'all. One day. Artsy, I don't know if I already said thank you, but thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the Go Cluster, boo. Mercury, thank you for the super chat. Working on my writing while listening to you drag another vile human. It's a good day, and you look beautiful like always. Thank you, boo. Thank you. I will actually, let me do it real quick. Thank you. I didn't actually do the look I wanted, so I just kept it simple. But I used the Alice Through the Looking Glass palette. Keep in mind, this is old, so I'm not necessarily saying if you still have it, you should use it. And I used Chronosphere. Y'all know I can't pronounce shit. Chronosphere. That's what I used here. I was going to go in with the blue into my inner corner, but y'all, it's Sunday and I was dragging. So that's what I did. But thank you, boo. Thank you so much, Mercury. I appreciate you, honey. Jackie, thank you for the gifted membership. And to the new member, please enjoy. Again, if you're Supreme or higher, you have access to the Discord. That girl, thank you for the super chat. Hello, I sent you a message on X about joining the Discord. Okay, I'll look out for that. I'll look after this because I should have some time between this. I'm lying. I'm going straight into streaming, but I will still look for it because right after this, I'll be streaming our shows in Discord. So if you're up for that, please join us. Just Jamie, thank you for the super chat. It's quite interesting that your live viewers counts tonight is up about 50% compared to Shantel streams. But the truth is because it's drama. That's why. Shantel was just crying about ice cream, I think, in her last one. But thank you. Thank you, Just Jamie. Not Jeb Bush. Thank you for being a member for 7 months. I'm embarrassed how long I supported FFG. Apparently, I'm not as immune to joining cults as I thought I was. Here's the thing. You know, want to know the truth? I was a fan of FFG. Like, it is what it is. You don't know until you know. And even with the things, because there's a lot more that will be surfacing, even with the stuff that will continue to surface over the next couple of months, you don't know until you know. The issue I have with the specific viewers, and it's not necessarily you, is the people who see it and try to make excuses or try to silence people who are bringing, like who's bringing it up, knowing if it was Shantel, you would be saying something different. Some people don't know. Some people not even on Twitter. There are a lot of people, I'm sure, who have never seen the tweets that I just posted. There are some people who genuinely just don't know the type of piece of shit FFG is. She's very calculated, very, very calculated. And I want to repeat, especially after more comes out, I want to repeat 2 years ago, I made it clear that I believe FFG is actually a more dangerous person than Shantel. So while a lot of people are saying, damn, Charlie did say this, Charlie did say that, just remember I said that. Little sister, thank you so much for joining. You are part of the Supreme, so welcome. Welcome to the Go Cluster. You have access to the Discord, boo. Mew, thank you for 40. When I tell y'all Mew knows. Mew knows. Expose that snake, Charlie. Love you. Love you too, Mew. Mew, did you ever think there would be eyes opening up to FFG after all this time? Mew's one of the people who actually saw a lot of the shit go down and knew there was just kind of no point because people just wanted to blindly believe FFG. So Mew, to see today, and keep in mind, this stream is nothing. This is nothing compared to what's coming. Nothing. Huh. Thank you, Mew. Thank you. And you're literally one of my, well, you're my friend, but one of my first, longest members. So thank you. Hida, thank you. Literally fangirling over you reading my, why are you fangirling? Don't do that. Literally fangirling over you reading my super chat. I've never sent one before. I've been watching you since I was 17. Now I'm 23. Love and support you so much. I'm happy you're 23. You know how I feel with anyone under the age 18 watching me, but I'm happy you are still here. And don't fangirl. Baby, let me tell you something. Heat Alexa, ain't nothing special about me, okay? Do not fangirl over me. I'm a regular chick. Regular as fuck. Don't get me wrong, I'm very much that bitch, but regular person. I'm nobody on this space. Cream, thank you for the super chat. Charlie, I get what you're trying to do, but let's remember they're all racist. Yaba, Hakate, Gigi, all of them. I wouldn't trust none of them. And Cream, I'd be lying if I didn't know this comment was to come. This is what I'm gonna say and make it clear. When it comes to gaining ground, I've talked about it. Shoot, you never know, I might talk about it in the future. My issue has never been the idea that there aren't people who may be problematic. My issue has always been how people have gone about that. Gigi made it his business and actually sometimes tried to celebrate the idea that he thought he ran me off the platform while doing all the disgusting things that he did. Hakate, I've never talked to her one-on-one, but I've watched her content. And there were times that, and to be clear, Hakate is Black. So, yeah, no, Black, and I don't remember the other side, and I don't mean that disrespectfully. But one of the things I never understood about Hakate is like, you criticize this, but the people right there, and I just stepped to myself. I'm never going to sit there and try to point that, baby, if you find community in them and you fuck with them, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm still going to watch from the sideline because there were certain things she was covering that I was nosy about. As of the last 2 weeks, I believe it sounds like her opinion has changed, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. And with Yaba specifically, I will address this now only because FFG tried to actually push this law yesterday. For those who don't know, and I've mentioned it before and I could pull up the clips, I've actually never called Yaba racist. My issue with Yaba was something she had said to Callie. I never talked about it publicly. I went to Yaba privately because the line of communication was there. And I said, hey, there's this thing you said. I'm going to tell you what you said, and I'm going to tell you why I don't think it's okay. Yaba didn't give me pushback. Yaba parroted it back to me for understanding, apologized, and said she would never do it again. Those are conversations y'all don't see. And I want to be clear. It's not to say you can't criticize Yaba. I've seen Yaba not react or react poorly to criticism. I've reacted poorly to criticism. It's not to say, oh, you can't criticize Yaba. No, that ain't got nothing to do with me. But I've actually never called Yaba racist. The people who called Yaba racist, because I've seen it, literally it's me, I see everything. What ended up happening is people turned it around and said, my people, like I sent them. When the truth is that's not true. Black people are not a monolith at all. I'm not here to change your opinion on Yaba or no. Anyone I have called racist because FFG tried to allude to, oh, she's always calling somebody. There's never been a person I've called racist that I didn't back up with receipts. You literally cannot find a time with me. All these years I've been on the platform, you can actually debunk anyone I've called out for racism. Now she wants to push a narrative that I've called Yaba racist. No, I didn't. There were a lot of Black viewers who did call Yaba racist. Guess what? I wasn't talking to Yaba at the time. When I tried to understand where they were coming from, the line of communication was closed. So all I did, throw up a tweet. And I threw up the definition of microaggression. And then I tapped out. I didn't say names. I didn't say anything because people were looking for me. Or why are your people calling them racist? They're Black. So they're my people and I sent them. Do you want to talk about how problematic that is or no? Keep in mind, those same viewers were critical of me, but nobody saw that. They just saw Black viewers having an issue with something Yaba said, and it automatically turned into Charlie's people. Do you want to have that conversation? And I'm not talking to you, Cream, just to be clear. I'm not here to change your opinion on anybody. There's a lot of fucked up shit I've seen in this space as a whole. Me and Yaba fell out because Yaba was under the impression that for whatever reason, my silence meant that I was actually working with Degs privately. No. I was silent because I'm not reactionary. I was silent because I'm hurt. My friend that I considered a friend forgave Negs and ended up in a relationship with him. I don't know what people wanted me to say. My feelings were hurt. I felt dumb. This man literally talked about me when I was, because of me being, sexually assaulted as a child. So I would think people would understand, hey, this doesn't make me happy. I'm just going to shut up because obviously I feel dumb. But there were narratives being pushed. One of them was also FFG. If you think a man who made a mockery of me getting sexually assaulted as a child, that we would ever have space to work with one another, you are out of your mind. Out of your mind. But again, I'm not here to change nobody's mind, but I know who I've called racist. I know the times I've called them racist. I know the times I've had problems with people and I've gone straight to them because I'm not a pussy. And I try to be an adult about things. And I'm not here to control other people. Because there were times like, oh, this person's calling them racist. Why don't you stop them? Because they're fucking grown. I'm not your attack dog. And for a long time, people treated me like I was the community attack dog. Well, now you're on my list. What now? Sounds like a you problem. Thank you for being a member for 5 months. Hey, everyone, remember to like the stream. 1 like equals 1 less cigarette in FFG's pack. No. So Yaba posted a poll on Twitter the other day. And it was something, I'm paraphrasing, but I had posted in my Discord. It was something like, what do you think is more likely? FFG posting a selfie, an up-to-date selfie, or telling the truth about BBJ? I actually think FFG would post a selfie before giving the truth about BBJ, and I'm serious. Like, she would go live. She would go live with her camera on before giving y'all the truth about BBJ. That's just me, though. That's just me. Nikki Flo, thank you for being a member for 3 months. Another month down. FFG is a sad excuse for a human being. Nikki, the sad part is you have no idea. There are certain things that, certain trusts that I won't cross. I believe in time there will be more people to be comfortable to come forward. But just know there's a reason. More than even this, the messages we haven't even gone over yet. Just know me and FFG, when it comes to the online space, we are locked in for life. As long as FFG is online, I will be online. And even if I'm not online, let's say I go on a break for another 6 months, I'm paying attention. Me and FFG will be locked in for life when it comes to the online space. Locked in. We're good. When you think of FFG, think of me. Not because we're the same, not because we're friends, not because we like each other. Just know when you think of FFG, just know I'm not far behind. We are locked in for life. That bitch is a nasty, nasty bitch. And I'm happy I stuck around to realize that. Very happy. Badusi, dirt neck looking fupa cream brown crusty dream. Thank you for the super chat. Who's she calling ugly though? Let me tell you, she called everybody ugly. I love it though. It's FFG. Come on, actually, look, see, y'all starting shit. And yeah, I was gonna wait, but y'all starting shit. You gotta remember. Hold on. Remember who it is. Look, this is the face you gotta give when FFG calls somebody ugly. It's just like, bitch, I know you didn't. You know, like the shock face. Like, bitch, I know you did not just call somebody ugly. And if you want to talk about or take a look at a more recent, no, that's actually the most recent. But if you want to look at a better, possibly better picture, it would be this here. This was the day that FFG went to Shantel's fashion show. Why would I be mad at her calling me ugly? Do you not see the material? That's what you aim for. Like, if someone's going to call you ugly, you want them to look like this or like this. Please continue. she's called me ugly. She's called Yaba ugly. She's called Hakate ugly. She calls a lot of people ugly. Is the self-awareness there? It doesn't seem like it's there. But personally, I enjoy when people who look like that bitch look like she crawled on earth and she refuses to leave. That bitch don't even look human no more. I don't know if y'all remember what she used to look like, but hold on. Does this look human to you? Does it? That's not human. Please call me ugly. The fuck? Hell no. I don't like good looking people calling me ugly. It hurt a little bit. Even though I believe I'm not ugly, when it's somebody who look good, you kind of question, like, am I ugly? It's like, wait, am I lying to myself too? Because they look good. So I'll take it. That's right, FFG. I'm ugly, bitch. We all ugly. We could never amount to FFG. That luscious hair, that plush and soft, them soft chins. See, I was about to fuck up and call it one chin, knowing damn well it's several. Those soft chins, girl, we could never. The fuck? Listen, y'all. Listen. Ugly me. Yes, agreed. Hakate's daughter. You messy, ma'am. Thank you. I'm so glad you're covering this. My channel is small. No offense taken. I'm living for this. Oh, Hakate, when I tell you, I was following all that. Also, if I'm being real, let me just take the opportunity. I also was listening in real time. Tequila Titties was on your stream lying to you for about 25 minutes. I personally enjoyed it because I was just like, God, you lying 5 years later, because I listen to your stream sometimes. So I'm just like, gaining ground, answering questions about his racism, and he's lying. I love that. Oh, and just to give you a little snippet of one of the lies, it was many. Hakate, you know that I've been doxxed for years. I don't know if you know that Gaining Ground has kept up with my docs and my personal information, blah, blah, blah. He's kept up with it even as much as last year. If you actually go look at that information, and this is me telling you, go look at that information. And then you take a look at the P.O. box that was listed in my description back then, because I used to have the P.O. box. The P.O. box that he claimed that wasn't nearby, that wasn't near my home, it was right down the street. That's how much he lies. My P.O. box was right down the street. And again, they doxed me. The dox info is there. You can actually see how close my P.O. box was. Walking distance. And I'm talking about fat bitch walking distance, not Shantel walking distance. She can't walk far, but like a fat person could still walk there. That's how close my P.O. box was. And when I tell you, I love listening to him lie. But let me get back on track. It's not about them. But welcome, boo. Mal, thank you so much for being a member for 4 months. YouTube stays slacking on notifications, but I'm seated. I'm happy you're here, boo. I'm happy you're here. I'm happy all of you are here. Even if you don't like me, it's okay. Just know, at least with me, I ain't got to lie. Thank you, boo. Thank you again for 4 months. Mew, thank you. Love seeing a lot of personalities here, a lot of people who don't mesh or like each other, and that's fine because everyone can agree on one thing, and that's FFG is a vile human being. Mew, I don't know if you've been following, because I know you dip in and out. You are a very successful, busy person. You're saying vile? Truly, when I tell you the vile stuff hasn't actually surfaced, I'm not kidding. Like, don't get me wrong, these tweets were nasty. The vile stuff hasn't surfaced. And there's things I know because I've seen it. I've seen the receipts. It's just when people are comfortable, they can come forward. I know there's something coming soon, but this is actually kind. Just a little bit that I covered is actually kind compared to what's coming. Again, commentary about FFG has a home here. And that's the sad part. And I'm not being dramatic. FFG's a nasty, nasty bitch. Teddy Pig, thank you. And where is BBJ? Why does she refuse to provide a simple update about a kitty? I mean, she can't. I said this before. If FFG could and shut everybody down, she would. FFG loves getting one over on people. The biggest loudmouths in the community that she don't like anymore, well, she hasn't liked me for a while, but you get my point, is bringing up questions about BBJ. Bitch, dunk on us. This is nothing to dunk on me, Yaba, and Shantel. For those who don't remember, when Shantel was in Canada and brought up the whole conversation about BBJ, do y'all remember when FFG actually said she had a video, and I'm paraphrasing, but she pretty much, anyone who watched know what I'm talking about, she pretty much had a video ready to go that she could have shown Shantel, but she chose not to because she don't deserve it? When is that video from? Because her brother pretty much confirmed. And when I tell you this man confirmed it, this man confirmed it. And yes, that's her brother. That's her actual brother. So when is that video from? And my thing is, if she had a video that she could have shown Shantel, but she felt Shantel doesn't deserve that, which understandable, fuck Shantel, asking for updates about a cat you didn't bother to do research for, so ended up with one of your ops. Fair. Fuck Shantel and any updates she asked for. What about the people who's been asking for these updates? If she had a video, why didn't she show y'all? She had a video that she could have showed Shantel shut all that down, but she don't deserve it. Fair. Why didn't you show the video to y'all? That would shut a lot of people up. That would have shut me out. I would have been like, oop, awkward. Yaba would have had to eat that too. Like, oop, eeh. But she had a video for Shantel, but no updates for y'all. Again, when the date is released, just know I've been practicing for years how to connect dots and give you dates. And when I tell you those very, very, very supportive viewers, y'all gonna have to open up your eyes. Doesn't mean you stop supporting her. Just call a spade a spade. Y'all got played. Sorry. Why do people quit their jobs to become reactors in girl world is beyond me. This could all be gone tomorrow. Danny, thank you for the super chat. And if you don't think that plays a part in why this bitch FFG has been playing Game of Thrones, why? Both Shantel and Amber are morbidly obese, mentally ill women with a list of health issues. Literally could go out tomorrow. If I'm being real, I get it. It's a lot of support. I do understand that. But you don't lose your priorities. You don't lose your job. That's why when Shantel was terminated for those few weeks, people were like, oh, what are you going to do? Bitch, I work. I'm one of the least consistent people around here. Sorry. What do you mean, what am I going to do? You mean what you going to do? The fuck? You ain't talking to me. But hey, the support is a lot. And I get why it may be enticing, but if you do this full time, fine. That's your choice. I wouldn't do it in this space, but hey, that's your choice. But don't go about it like this. What FFG tried to pull over the years is disgusting. And she's been pretty successful at it for a while. She knows how to pull support from certain creators. She knows how to switch the opinions of viewers by just speaking. It's not that she's showing you anything, any proof. You just believe her because she's passionate and she's angry and she's all these. And it's just like, but I could circle back and show you she was lying. And then what do people then do? Just move on? She just lied to y'all. And y'all just gonna, okay. That's why I have moments where I'm just like, I don't actually feel bad sometimes because like this bitch is lying to you and you just eat it up. So let's get back into this.
scared because you're gaining subs. I don't think it's about the subs. I really think she's scared because she knows, and I know, that I have been speaking the truth.
Now, this was in 2021, a little bit before the stream that we were just going over. This is in reference to Shantel. Someone, a viewer, was like, "Oh, Shantel's scared because you're getting subs," and this is her response. Like, no, she's just scared that, I know what I know, and it's just like, looking at it now, I don't think she actually knew as much as she claims. Oh, yes, I have to find this. Thank you. Mistress Hook, she has the gift of gab. She does. And I remember it was a couple of years back, and I know I always repeat this, but it's one of the most accurate opinions I've seen come from this space about FFG. And thank you for this. I remember a viewer saying FFG actually speaks like a politician. And she does. She lies like one. She tries to gain your confidence and she tries to reassure you like one. FFG does speak like a politician. And when you sit back and pay attention, it's just like, oh shit, she does.
And she doesn't know how much I know, what I might say. She might still think that I might just like open my mouth and say everything I know, which I have said before, and I'll say it again. I would never.
She would never say everything that she knows because she was lying.
His personal thought, that's nobody's business except for him.
So, again, this was years ago, so she could have changed her mind. His personal stuff, that's nobody's business, just for him. Okay. That's what she wanted to go with. Let's get into the Discord. And just so there's no confusion, this was FFG's Discord with close chinians. And for anyone who doesn't know, just because you're a viewer of FFG, that doesn't make you a chinian. A chinian is those ride or die dumb bitches that will overlook and make any excuse possible for FFG, the same way Beezers do. There's two categories: people who view Shantel and Beezers. When it comes to FFG, people who view FFG and chinians. There's a difference. So she had those trusted chinians in there. And let's go over this one first. Again, FFG's Discord. So this is Lori. Lori is probably top 3 chinian right now. And baby, before I get into this, let me just make it clear. And I don't want to make it seem like I will feel bad. Lori, baby, everybody is disposable to FFG. And when your time comes, I do not want you to think I'll feel bad. Will I cover it and criticize her? Yes. But will I actually be feeling bad? No. Be feeling bad for you? No. Lori has participated in a lot of disgusting shit. So your time will come. Let's be very clear. Everybody's time comes when it comes to FFG. Shit, even her brother. Ain't that crazy? You ain't special, Lori. You ain't that special. So this is Lori here. And Lori wrote, "Oh my God, I just doxed the fuck out of her girlfriend." And by her girlfriend, she's referring to Amber. PP responded, "Sweet. I can't wait to jack it with y'all and my mom." I don't know that lingo. I'm assuming she means like kick it with y'all and laugh with y'all. I don't know. Another reason why PP, hey, you engaged in this when it happened back to you. I think now you kind of understand what it's like to be on the other side, because you was looking to jack it with them going over this. So now they're jacking it without you while they put out your information. That's kind of how that works. And then Lori responds, "She had a kid and I found the court records." Laughing my ass off. And Tater Top Pondu, I'm assuming he's another viewer, and put up a GIF saying yes. So that's the first one. Oh, and I want to repeat, it was Hakate's daughter who posted all these. I just am nosy and pay attention to all types of online mess. So when she started posting these, I started screen recording and grabbing. I didn't like anything. I didn't comment on anything. I said nothing. I sat back and collected. I waited to see how FFG respond, and she said Lori did nothing wrong. But most people didn't know who Hecate was, and that's okay. A lot more people know who I am. So here we are. Let's see. Now, the next one, to be clear, before I put this up here, the credit for censoring actually also goes to Hecate. I would have censored myself, but she already did it. So works for me. This is one of the screenshots that Lori posted. And for those who are familiar, the person who's not blurred and you can see their face is Tommy. The other person who is blurred that Hecate was good enough to make sure was censored is Tommy's child. Tommy's child is the other person. And of course, Hecate made sure to censor all of that. Again, all posted in FFG's Discord. Let's take a look at the court records, the censored court records. Thank you again for censoring them, Hecate. Let's take a look at the censored court records. Not sure what the court records really matter, but hey, it mattered to them. So these are the censored court records for a case involving Tommy, having to do with her child. So these are the censored court records that were filed in FFG's Discord. Crazy. I know she said she's big on protecting the innocent. I think she just meant the innocent that gets her money and support. I think that's what she meant to say. Not necessarily she protects the innocent. She protects the innocent that makes her look good in front of her viewers that get her support and money. See, sometimes what it is with FFG, you just got to finish the sentence for her. That's really what it is. You just kind of finish the sentence for her. Like, oh, you meant protect the innocent. That makes you money. Boom, got it. See, now I understand. Now it's just like, oh, okay. Get it now. Sometimes took me a minute to put it together because I was like, wait, why is this? It makes sense now. Got it. Let's see. There was some other stuff. Let me see. I want to make sure. Nope, not this one. Not this one. I got that one. Okay. I actually want to cover this when it comes to the mole that FFG was. Because FFG has this thing where she likes to make it seem like she was ahead of this to like save face. But it's just like, baby, no, you weren't. You weren't. You can say that and try to hopefully have people believe that, but you weren't. This was one of the tweets addressing it. When we knew we had a mole in the Discord and played her like the crackhead she is, LOL, ma'am, nobody nuked the Discord. We just set you up and kicked your ass out when we caught you. Played you like the fool you are. Now, I want you to pay attention to this last line here. Now, stop diddling your students and have fun with the grift gang. You might call this nitpicking, but I actually hate when people call minors being sexually assaulted diddling. It actually really irks me. But also, is FFG saying she was in a Discord with someone she was friendly with while knowing that they potentially were inappropriate with minors? Is that what I'm reading? Hold on. Now stop diddling your students and have fun with the grift gang. FFG, did you report this? I want to remind everyone, these are FFG's words. These are not my claims. I'm just reading her words. If there was someone in your Discord that you are aware may be very inappropriate or just straight up sexually assaulting their students, did you report that? Because that's not a gotcha. Now I'm looking at you. So are you just saying that to try to throw dirt on their character, or is that true and you never reported it and you just now have a problem with them because you believe they leaked things from your Discord? Okay. Okay. I again, that would be that would be something to maybe answer to. First of all, where is that info coming from? What did you do with that information? And why is it now you have a problem if that was to be true? Okay. I remember reading that and thinking, girl, Bama's girl. Sorry, I was reading both. Bama's girl, not only Chantel's twin, the worst twin. The worst one. The worst one. So, again, those were FFG's words, FFG's claims. I can't speak to what is true, what is not true. That is for her to answer. And to be clear, the reason she said Griff Gang, it's because it was Hecate exposing it, and Hecate was, pretty cool, and that was like her circle with those people there. So those bigots over there. So let's get back into this. And an hour and a half in, I still didn't get into the text messages, but I hope you guys are enjoying the receipts. Again, when it comes to FFG, and I don't care how this comes out to anyone, I've been following her behavior for about 2 years. I can confidently say there's no one who's archived more of FFG than me. So it's a lot. A lot you have never seen, a lot you will see in the future. When I realized how much that bitch was trying to destroy me, I started to pay attention. And I happen to do very well when it comes to criticizing, exposing, or dog walking the fuck out of vile people. I don't have a college degree, but I do have a PhD in reading bitches and dog walking them. Let's get back into it.
But I think that's really what it's all about. And the fact that I see right through her. Okay. A lot of people didn't believe any of this was going on. A lot of people thought she was actually trolling even about Dom. A lot of people didn't think Dom existed, let alone a drug thing, an actual partying or any of that. And I was already doing the, come on, girl, she hated that. She hated that every step along this way for 2.5 months, at every turn she took, I was there to call her on her bullshit. She couldn't get away with too much.
To be clear, it's not hard to call Shantel out. It's not. As much as the creators who criticize us, as much as they can be disgusting and get a lot wrong, one of the things that they are right about is it is not hard to build a platform off of criticizing Shantel. She literally lays it out for everyone. The difference is how you captivate and keep viewers. That helps grow your channel. It's not a guarantee that, if you get online and criticize Shantel, you'll be monetized tomorrow. No, but it's not hard to do. FFG has this way of really patting herself on the back. Like, I told you so. I called it. How did you not see that? We kind of all saw that. We've been watching Shantel. It's not that hard. It's Shantel. She's very predictable. I've literally made thumbnails or had them made in advance because I have someone make my thumbnails. I've literally had them made in advance knowing what will happen next, and it was ready to go. These last couple of months, a lot of my thumbnails were made in advance, even the words, down to the words. It's just like, oh yeah, throw this word on there. I know she's going to do this soon. Throw this one on there. I know she's going to do it soon. I'm not special. I've just been watching her, and she's very predictable. It's not that hard. So let's get back into it.
I really think that's why she hates my guts.
Yeah, they should. I don't know. I don't know if she deleted a bunch of videos, but How am I lying? Now I'm gonna read the DM. She's fucking lying. I told him to fuck off, basically. Yeah, you did. Okay.
Wait, hold on. I've been waiting to see someone say this. Journey to find K. FFG had me for a second, but the second she went in real life at the fashion show, I was done. Showed she does too much. Wait, hold on. Which fashion show? Are you talking about this one? Hold on. Wait, this fashion show? Give me 1 second. For anyone who wasn't around, this one here? This fashion show? Baby, when I tell you I wouldn't come back on this bitch until I look like Gigi Hadid's, is that her name? Yeah, Gigi Hadid's cousin. I promise you, if Shantel eats me up in a picture like this, to be fair, I will never be smiling in a picture with Shantel unless it's like I'm smiling because like they're arresting me for what I just. Anyways, I will never be smiling in a picture like this. But if for any reason I look this crazy and Shantel look better than me in a picture, just know I'm going on hiatus. And when I come back, you won't know if it's me sitting here or Naomi Campbell. I promise you. If Shantel ate me up in a picture like this, you're going to be like, is this Charlie or Naomi? Exactly. You don't know. You will never know. I'd even practice the accent and everything. I promise you wouldn't know the difference. I'm not coming back on this bitch. Are you stupid? She ate her the fuck up. Bald, wig. Look at Pete's. Look at Pete's. Last time he showered, 4 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago. No. Fuck no. Fuck no. And then she did a little toe thing, like she pointing her toe. Bitch, that does not take off pounds. That does not help you. That stance does not help you. Hiking up that heel does nothing for you. It doesn't. And I get the position of the bag. You got to hide the stomach. I get the position of the bag. As a big back myself, I've tried that. But the truth is, you got to play with your shoulders. That's why people be mad at my angles. Bitch, y'all could learn a few things. I'm a big back. I've never claimed I'm not, but learn your fucking angles. You got to put the shoulder back a little bit, turn a bit to the side, have the arm slightly covering the stomach, elongate the neck. Like, well, granted with her chin, she might struggle with the, either way, bitches, I could give y'all pointers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, elongate the neck, bitch. It don't matter if you look like a giraffe. You could see the neck. Just saying, you know? But like, she didn't think that through whatsoever. That's all I'm saying. She did not think that through. So I was very concerned. Hold on, let me get to some of the support because I see it flooding in. Thank you guys so much. And thank you for your patience because I know I'm behind a lot and I'm trying my best to, God damn, I'm behind. Fuck. Oh, this is so awkward. I am really behind. Jesus. But thank you y'all for all the support. I'm trying my best to catch up. Smug and Smerry, hey, please check your Twitter DMs for me. Discord. Okay, I'll check. And yes, I am 6'6". And you saw how I did the neck thing? Look. When's the last time y'all seen that bitch neck? You see, hold on. You see, okay, it's not fully defined because obviously I'm still really, really fat. But you see that? 75 pounds from now, bitch, where? Hold on. I gotta make sure I get it in frame. Where'd it go? Hold on. Why won't it go? 75 pounds from now, that shit gonna be might be able to cut some of y'all with my 75 pounds from now. That's the thing. Y'all better hope I don't stay on track. Well, I do hope I do, but for the ones who hate me, y'all better hope I don't stay on track with this fucking weight loss drug. Cause I promise y'all gonna be sick of me. Jawline, cheekbones, collarbones. Y'all would be sick of me. Okay, back to this. My bad. Brandy, welcome to the Go Cluster, boo. Thank you. You are supreme, so you have access to the Discord. Rev Queer Beard. Thank you for the super chat. The way I would hire you as a defense attorney, I trust and believe you'd come with all the receipts and get Get me out by end of business day, baby. If I really was smart enough to actually pass a bar, I would love to do something like that. But yeah, when it comes to receipts, honey, put me on the squad. I'm ready. I am ready always. That's why people have to like change the goalpost or like pivot or find different ways to cope, especially when I speak, because it's like you actually can't call me a liar because I don't lie. Like, hello. But hey, I just know. Okay, so how many actually I'm gonna look at the chat real quick before I get to this. So y'all write this real fast. Since starting the stream, how many cigarettes do you think FFG has smoked? I have been live for an hour and 46 minutes, only almost an hour and 47. I think she's on her fourth. I think she's on her fourth. 6? Not 17. Goddamn. Pack and a half. Okay. See, I was being generous. I was being generous. Okay. I was being generous. My bad. My bad. Okay. Yep. Easily 10, right? Hold on. Where did I see it? Easily 10, period. I think so. Yeah. Probably. But when I tell y'all, for those who ain't on Twitter, and for y'all who's in Discord, you know I'll keep you updated. But for y'all who ain't on Twitter, just know. Sometimes she does it in the middle of the night, though, which makes me wonder, like, bitch, when do you sleep? But just know the vague tweeting will start soon. The vague tweeting will start very soon. I can't wait. Curtains to you. I wonder if Neotera would do a reading on FFG. Honestly, probably not, because look at her rabid ass dog followers. Like, I do understand why people don't criticize FFG or make content around FFG. I understand that. That's why I'm the perfect one. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't, because I understand what comes with that. It's just I'm prepared. Hannah, thank you for being a member for 21. Someone on Twitter has FFG as their PFB and their handle is Rhino. I know exactly who you're talking about. Rhino bodied idiot, baby. Anytime. Anytime. I see that account, I laugh. You want to hear something funny? So in the past, and we're going to get back into it, it's one of those lengthy streams. In the past, do you remember when I told you when FFG went live with Shannon and someone posted the screenshot, and then there was someone who came underneath the tweet, not realizing it's FFG because she had gained so much weight, she's unrecognizable? What I didn't tell y'all, because I knew they were cool and I wasn't trying to like start shit or make it seem like I was starting shit. The viewer who had posted FFG was someone I think who was already critical of her. The person who responded that said, "Who is that?" And you can tell within the tweet and the emoji, they were like, "Who is that?" It was Yaba. When the person responded and told Yaba, that's FFG, Yaba deleted the tweet because obviously she's cool with the girl. She don't want to be out here like dragging her. So she deleted the tweet. But I had already said. So if you heard me say that story in the past and I didn't tell you who the creator was that reacted like, "Who the hell is that?" It was Yaba. I just didn't say it because I didn't want to make it seem like I was trying to create some type of fight. It's just, it was funny seeing it in real time because that's how unrecognizable FFG was from the last time she was on camera. When I tell you that bitch don't even look human, she don't look human. So for those who are around, that's what it was. And Yaba, being the friend, deleted the tweet. And me, not liking both of them, just sat back and laughed. But it was Yaba. You know, when Yaba see a new fat girl around, she get excited for a second because it might be content. And I think that's what intrigued her. Like, who is that? Not realizing, girl, that's a reactor. That's not a new logo. Okay, back. Focus.
That's tough, girl. Basically, he found out like all at once that people are talking about him and found out about her channel. So I said, because, you know, like when you hear people are talking shit about you saying that, you know, somebody died in your arms, you want to know who's talking, right? So I like, his English isn't good. So I texted, "Why are you lying about me? I know it's you. You said."
So this is Shantel pretty much letting us know that she's the one who texts for Nader, which makes sense because when we look at the text, it makes complete sense that it would be her texting for him because, you know, I understand his English isn't the best. I'm not going to dog that out, so it makes sense. So let's hold on. I'm trying to get the messages. Give me 1 sec. One moment. Actually, let me let this play while I get them. Chantel's reading them, but we're going to go over them.
Said you don't know me, but you are spreading lies all over the internet about me. I will have you charged for harassment if you don't delete the videos of me. You said I knew your friend, and I never did. Your accusations are serious. This is people's lives you are messing with. And then she wrote, listen, when we found out about you, people started talking about you. I told your girlfriend what I heard about you and told her privately to protect herself. That's another thing, FFG. Our relationship is not your relationship. I think like you, I don't know what it is. Like it might remind you, I don't know what, but like it's not, you know, you need to worry about your life. I never spread anything about you on the internet of this. Can anyone like just comment like what things she said about him, like lies? Like, wasn't it that he had like 2 residences and shit? Oh yeah.
So let's go over the first one. Susie, over time, you will learn this is an undeniable fact. FFG projects more than any other creator in this space. And it took time for me to sit back, watch what she says, watch what's been coming out about her, watch the things that haven't even come out about her yet. That's why FFG projects a lot. Yes, she's also a liar. She's a piece of shit. She's vile. But a lot of what she says is projection. And it took me a while to be like, because there was times she would say these things about me. I'm like, where are you getting that from? I'm not doing that. And then something would come out about her. I'm like, that's where you got that from? You were the one doing it? So let's get into the first one. Hold on. This is FFG talking to Nader. And I want to repeat again, Nader reached out to FFG because Shantel's bitch ass gave Nader FFG's number. And I should have actually explained the reason Shantel had FFG's number is because FFG had a call with Shantel before. She came into the community, or actually she became more of a creator because she was already in the community under the guise that she wants to help Shantel. She wants to get Shantel's attention, to warn her about Nader. She needs to speak to Shantel. They ended up having a 2-hour conversation. At the time, because I only knew Shantel as the liar, I believed a lot of the things that FFG said Shantel was lying about. But the truth is, they both lie so much. So who's to know what was true or what was false from that conversation? They both lie. And speaking of lies, for those who have not been paying attention, I don't know if you know, with everything coming up with her brother, FFG's brother, one of the questions that was asked to FFG's brother is, did she go to school for accounting? For anyone who's been watching FFG, she's talked about that. Going to school for accounting. She's an accountant. And I believe it was one tax season she really wanted to focus on being an accountant or helping in some way, for those who remember. Her brother said no. School for accounting? No. When FFG talked about her family having connections to the mafia, her brother said, no, that's fiction. He confirmed, no, my sister just likes to lie. What would be the purpose of making up a lie like that? Oh, that's right, to make it seem like you're better than Shantel and others. I don't have an accounting degree. I don't even have a college degree in anything. I went to high school, went to college, didn't finish. No degree in anything. Me, no degree. Made it through college and just ended up having to work harder because I didn't finish college. It is what it is. Why would you lie about that? Your brother is very confident that you lying. And that computer that she claims her brother helped put together or helped her out with, he said no. He said no. He didn't help her with no computer. Remember a couple of years ago when a lot of people didn't want to listen to me about FFG? I said one of the most concerning things about people for me is not technically when they lie. Everybody lies. It's when they lie unnecessarily. That's concerning to me because if you will lie about the most insignificant, stupid shit, Lord knows what you're willing to lie about down the line. FFG could have been working construction for all I know. It wouldn't take away from her commentary or her as a person. FFG could have been a janitor. Okay. That doesn't take away from you having an opinion on someone problematic on the internet. But FFG said she went to school for accounting. Her family has no connections to the mafia. At this point, the only things I believe about FFG is her name. I believe she lives in Canada, and I believe she's Jewish. Those are the three things. I'm trying to think of one more that I know is undeniably true. Yeah, she lives in Canada. I believe her name is what it is. I believe she's Jewish, and I've never doubted that she was Jewish, by the way. That's a lie she tried to push. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are the three things I believe are 100% a fact. There's no lie there. There's nothing to look into. Yep. Her name is her name. She lives in Canada and she's Jewish. Yep. Yeah. So those are the three things. Foodie and Beauty, thank you for the super chat. I wouldn't touch her with a barge pole. Well, baby, if these conversations had gone any further, you never knew who would have been touching who, honey. Dee came in because FFG did not succeed. Let's actually get back into that. And I'm going to get to all the support. Thank you, y'all. So, listen, when we found out about you, this is FFG writing to Nader. Listen, when we found out about you, people started talking about you. I told your girlfriend what I heard about you and told her privately to protect herself. I never spread anything about you on the internet of this. I never spread anything about you on the internet of this. Not one word. Your girlfriend told the internet everything we know about you, not me. I want to pause there. If FFG's objective, according to her, was to warn Shantel and keep her safe from Nader, why the fuck would you be putting the blame on Shantel? He's clearly upset people online are talking about him. He contacts her. Instead of ignoring him, she's shifting blame on the person who's being abused. I thought the whole point was to help Shantel. No, it wasn't me. It's your girlfriend saying all this stuff. You mean the girlfriend that's probably going to be with him that night? Or probably right next, actually, it's her typing it. Let me rephrase that. You mean that girlfriend? The girlfriend that's right next to him as she sends off these texts for him? You're putting the blame on her? I thought the objective was to help her, save her. Why would you put the blame on her? And to be clear, it's not that she's wrong. It's not that FFG is wrong. Majority of the information is coming from Shantel. She's the one exposing this behavior. She's the one coming online. But in that conversation, she could have simply not said anything to him, ignored him, blocked him. But she speaks and she's shifting blame. No, it was your girlfriend. It ain't me. I ain't saying nothing. You cop and please, you pussy? But I thought you were here to help. Get her away. You're so tough, right? Interesting. I've always said that your private life is not my business to talk about. I only talk about what she says about you. Why are you capitalizing that? You got to make sure he understands it's her and not you. That's interesting. It's almost as if FFG can't keep up with her own objectives. She wanted to help Shantel save her. That's kind of weird, FFG. That's I probably wouldn't have worded it that way. Call me crazy, but I wouldn't have worded it that way. I don't know about y'all, but it's just like, ooh, girl, how does this help her? Let me see. I want to go over these. There's a few. Okay, let's get into these. This is FFG. The address everyone has for you did not come from me. It came from Kiwi Farms. Nobody ever showed that on YouTube. I used to be with a man just like you. He beat me, treated me like shit, and took my money too. I left him. You are worse to Shantel than he was to me. One day she'll open her eyes. Now, I'm not here to doubt FFG's past trauma, but I recall FFG saying, like, I gave it to him just as good. She this tough bitch. He abused her, but she abused him right on back. She was that bitch. She wasn't taking that. But he used her for her money too, huh? I guess she was looking in the mirror. Is that what this was? FFG wanted to save her past self? That's a thing, to be clear. That's a thing. I'm not saying it's not a thing. It's a thing. But the way she went about this and the way it was really important for her to insert herself in this, again, all a choice. Wouldn't be mine, but all a choice. Let's see this one here. Until then, we are watching Shantel, looking for signs of abuse. Be very careful how you treat her. Everybody is watching. I already said that I would never say these things on YouTube. I have not harassed anybody. Your girlfriend should stop talking about you. It's very simple. She can say what she wants on YouTube, and so can I. You have crossed a boundary and have called, and I think this is when she goes into her saying that he has called her many, many times, which is inappropriate. I'm not going to disagree with that. Inappropriate as fuck. Hold on. Let's get that up on screen. She can say what she wants on YouTube, and so can I. You have crossed a boundary and have called and texted my phone many times today. This is harassment. I'm asking you to never contact this number again, or I will go to the police with everything. And Nader responds, what do you mean? Well, it's Shantel, but Shantel and Nader. What do you mean, ex like me? I don't want to contact you, and I don't want to annoy you. You need to stop talking about me. You don't even know me. And your ex, and he goes on, one sec. I want to get to the screenshot where it's just like, oh, bitch, you done lost your fucking mind. Hold on. I want to, that's not it. One second, y'all. Again, it's a lot of screenshots. That's why it takes me forever to go through all of them. I think it's this one here. Let's see. Yes. Anyone who's away from your devices, please come forward. Please come forward. These are the words that FFG is saying to Nader, crackhead, bum-ass bitch, El Shami. FFG says, please be kind to Shantel. That's all we want, honestly. We want her to be happy and to take care of herself. Just be gentle with her, please. I am nobody's enemy, really. I am not the bad guy. I am speaking to you I am speaking like a sister to you. Let's read that last part. I am speaking like a sister to you. Nader's bitch ass responds, I'm nice to everyone, but you not nice when you talking about me. FFG responds, please be kind. I am honest. I will never speak about you if she, and of course goes on to say, you know, if she wasn't speaking about you. I'm going to read that first part one more time. Please be kind to Shantel. This is all we want, honestly. Who the fuck is we? Anyways, we want her to be happy. Who's we, bitch? And take care of herself. Just be gentle with her, please. I am nobody's enemy, really. I am not the bad guy. I'm speaking like a sister to you. Please be kind. See, FFG, you knew he wasn't shit. You knew this. We already had examples online. She knew the little bit that she knew, which probably was word from one person to another. So let me get this straight, right? And I want to give you an example. So I could tie this together so you fully understand how I view this bitch. So FFG can speak like a sister to this vile piece of shit, right? It's her choice. Very questionable one, but it's her choice, right? And this is the same FFG who can sit there. Let's get into this. I want to, and everybody pause because I know when it comes to chat. Oh, sorry. I know when it comes to chat, there's a 45-second delay. It's because I can't keep up. So pause typing because I want to get your opinion on something. And I've talked about this, but I feel like I got a bit more attention today. I want y'all to tell me after I read these messages that someone wrote out about you. All right? Let's pretend these messages are about you. Because FFG has a pattern with how she speaks to dangerous, vile pieces of shit privately. Present something else publicly, of course. If these messages were about you, would you give this person $500? Hear me out. Let's read them. I'm not going live. I wouldn't want to let everyone know that I pray she breaks her neck on a daily basis because she has the luxury of calling a mother who regrets giving birth to her but knows who she is. I'm telling you right now, if I ever get unfortunate news about her, I'm going live and popping champagne. All super chats will be donated to the Alzheimer's Association. I want a 1 in the chat if you would in the future donate $500 to that person. 2 in the chat if fuck no bitch. 3 in the chat if your response is something against terms of service. One, if you would donate. 2, fuck no. 3, if your response is against terms of service, but pretty much a no. Okay, I see it. Okay, I see it. Yeah, I see a lot of 3s. I see it. Yup. But here's the kicker. That's not just it. Hold on. Let me get you another one. You know, Negs, the creator, FFG, wanted people to believe that I was working behind the scenes. Bitch, no. I've seen him for who he is. Always did. Let's see a conversation Negs had with Tequila Titties, Gaining Ground, the person whose messages I just read. Let's see a quick exchange that they had. Hold on. Negs wrote, she can swing from a support beam if it will hold her. Gaining Ground responded, I'd live stream with champagne. God, these people have expressed some vile shit about FFG. I personally, and this is just me, maybe I'm the problem. I do see I have a few people agreeing, so I'm gonna go with I'm not the only person, but I would not then donate $500 to that person knowing that's how he discussed me. See, for those who don't know, just a little background. Negs and Gaining Ground used to be cool. They had a falling out, and then Negs actually started to speak about him and throw out a lot of like very hateful things about Gaining Ground in the same way he did a lot of us. Gaining Ground, for some reason, had a problem with it, even though he celebrated that behavior when Negs was doing it to a lot of us creators. And then Gaining Ground said, I'm going to launch a GoFundMe and sue. And then FFG made sure to donate $500. $500. Now, if Shantel had donated $500 to a vile piece of shit, keep in mind, those are just personal things that they said about FFG. Those two have spewed some of the most vile and disgusting things in this space. So that's why when FFG wanted to parrot me yesterday talking about, oh, they're playing the enemy of the girl, I want you to take notes, but not so closely. I literally just titled a video that I've literally had that talking point. That's another thing you'll notice with FFG. She actually doesn't have valid talking points. She parrots people and sometimes forgets she's parroting the person who just criticized her. So FFG used to be in DMs with Negs, giving him information like, because this, let's see, let's remove. This is FFG to Negs, the person who threatened so many people. When's your next stream? I'd like to become a member. Come in and chat it up with your people just to piss off Toad. And who's Toad? A former friend of hers. Fantastic. I'll be silently watching until the moment I'm not silent anymore. Oh, and don't worry. I'm not coming in to start shit with your people. I'm coming in for one reason only. FFG went on to become a member, went on to talk shit in Negs chat. Then when Negs was no longer useful because she was actually giving that former friend's dox information to Negs, the same one who was threatening FFG. Okay. When he was no longer useful, I guess Gaining Ground was kind of useful. She gave Gaining Ground $500 to help sue Negs. I don't know about y'all, but when it comes to me, when I see two pieces of shit going at it, I just sit back and watch. I'm not funding shit. It's fuck both of y'all. Y'all both ain't shit. Good. Go to court. How's it gonna go? But no, FFG said, no, I'm gonna give him $500. See, so when FFG, and keep in mind, this is the same FFG. Remember early in the stream when I showed you the screenshot of FFG claiming, hey, I could be using my Discord manager to help take down someone who's come around this community threatening so many people. Hold on. Actually, let me pull it back up so we could tie this together. Let's tie it together. Where is it? So this was FFG, her criticism to me. Imagine the chokehold Shantel has on you. They'd use their YouTube manager to take her channel down, but nothing to get rid of Koki while he was threatening multiple people in this community. Priorities. Well, FFG, as I showed you, it's not like she used her YouTube manager to take down someone who literally has threatened and been disgusting towards a lot of people in this community. She actually did one. She did more. She gave him $500. So when it comes to this dangerous person, even though FFG, we didn't know this at the time, but FFG was kind to them and very understanding, called them, talked to this guy like his sister. FFG had this expectation of me to take down this dangerous person who threatened multiple people. But in a moment where she's talking to dangerous people, she's giving them money, giving them dox information, and also talking to them like a sister. Why do I have an expectation that she can't even meet? Help me. So I'm put here to do something, but she can't even do the bare minimum of like just simply not being nice to vile people. So she funds the most dangerous, and I'm not kidding, the most dangerous men to cross this space. Negs, Gaining Ground, and Nader El Shami are three of the most disgusting people, men, to be in this space. FFG has been in DMs and kind, supportive, and understanding to all three. But she wanted to spread the narrative that I would be working with them. Oh, by the way, for those who don't know, she actually tried to spread that narrative about Nader too. There was a time that Nader, I guess he goes in rounds, where Nader was like copyright striking certain people, but not other people. Do you know she had the nerve to co-sign Gaining Ground when he tweeted, oh, that's a coincidence that he struck, I think it was Belinda, but not Charlie. And here they go. Like, yeah, that's such a coincidence. Y'all think I'm working with Nader else? Y'all have lost the fucking plot. Now I'm working with Nader. Now there's something going on behind the scenes where Nader didn't strike me at that time. Nader has tried to strike me, I want to say at least 12 times. There was times I wasn't on the platform and I just didn't say why. It's because he struck me. I sent the information. It takes 10 business days, 2 weeks. I came back after 2 weeks. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. It is what it is. He abuses the copyright strike system and I got to eat it. Thank God I have a job. What did I do for the 2 weeks? I worked. And collected receipts too. I will tell you this, when he does strike me and I can't stream and I can't do content, it does give me a bit more time to collect receipts and reorganize. Just saying. So FFG, if there's anything she will be, is a fucking liar. And believe it or not, there's so much more. And that's what kind of sucks about it. Like, I get excited that I collected all this, but I also was like, fuck, I collected a lot. But we're gonna finish watching this, and then I want to get to more. Actually, let me see what else. When I tell y'all, if y'all saw the file just for today's stream that I had to organize, yeah, again, pick a fight with somebody different for your own sake. For your own sake. I know. Some people say I sound arrogant or full of myself. I mean, look at the material. Am I wrong? Sorry. Not sorry. So, I know that sucks to hear. The truth hurts for some people, but I'm not wrong. Let's see what else. I think I covered that. Actually, and I've already showed this, and I'm going to continue. If you take anything away from this stream outside of everything I already presented, just please remember this is who FFG is. This is a former friend of hers. She knows how that picture would hit, and she didn't care. And if this was Shantel, let's pretend Shantel and Tracy fell out. Tracy leaked some shit that Shantel wanted to keep private about doxing people. Let's just pretend. If Shantel posted this on her community tab post, there would be an uproar. Even though people don't fuck with Tracy, they laugh at her, all these things. This would not slide. So I guess I ask, why is it so much of that behavior slides with FFG? She lies blatantly to y'all face, and y'all eat it up. It's weird. The part that's concerning is the hate people have for Shantel, for the most part, seems to overpower anything that is proven about FFG right in your face. You'll disregard it because you hate Shantel so much. It's weird, actually. It's very weird, and it's concerning, especially because FFG is actually more dangerous than Shantel. Let's get back into it.
Not one word. Not one word. Big oof, FFG got owned again. Lol cow. Negs! Hi, Negs! Thank you, Negs. Why are you guys like all upset?
Before I get into this, I actually forgot to say that. Thank you, Carrie. DNR on the wristband. Hold on. Thank you, Carrie. I don't know why I assumed people knew what that meant. DNR on this wristband right here stands for do not resuscitate. For those who don't know, it means let me die without life support measures. That's what DNR is. And that's the picture that FFG posted as a dig to her old friend while also doxing her. So whoever that is, whoever's arm that is, whoever's wrist that is someone that they either just lost or they were losing. And that's the same FFG who sat on that platform and pretended to be so insulted at Shantel saying her mom was worm food. Remember that. When she's, fuck this bitch, pig roast, no, eat it, bitch, eat it. You said worse. This is someone who was friends with FFG. This is someone who FFG got information out of. Private information shared to her, vulnerable information. And once she was upset, that behavior that was actually happening in her Discord was put out. That is what she resorted to. That is what she resorted to. Again, worm food was kind.
About me going on next panel one Monday, like you're like he's said horrible things. Like I've seen some horrible shit that people have said about them too. So everybody all around has said nasty shit. So to me, no one's better than the other. Well, no, that's not true. No, I haven't heard. I've heard some pretty nasty things from other people. I just thought it would be fun to shoot the shit and have fun, so I'm gonna do it.
Exactly, Cancer Warrior. With friends like FFG, friends in quotations, who needs enemies? Exactly.
I've always liked Nick, so. I've always said that your private life is not my business to talk about. I only talk about what she says about you. The address everyone has for you did not come from me either. It came from Kiwi Farms. No one ever showed that on YouTube. I used to be with a man just like you. He beat me, treated me like shit, and took my money too. I left him. You are worse to Shantel than he was to me, and one day she will open her eyes. I already said that I would never say these things on YouTube. Your girlfriend should stop talking about you. It's very simple. Ugh, it's long. Okay. There's no...
I want to read this. Daisy Player. FFG doesn't have friends. She just aligns herself with whoever she thinks will hurt her enemies the most. She's a lonely, spiteful piece of trash. I want to say it was, and thank you for this, Daisy Player. I want to say it was Hater Tater who said this, and I'm paraphrasing. I have to find it. I'll post it later. Hater Tater said FFG doesn't make friends. She makes moves. And that's one of the most accurate things anyone has said about FFG. And the reason it's so accurate is because Hater Tater's one of the first accounts who like dedicated their Twitter account to criticizing FFG, criticizing her behavior, posting clips, posting her contradictions. seeing the way she moves. Yeah, she doesn't make friends. She makes moves. Again, you don't have to like me. Keep watching FFG if you want to. Do not share personal information with her. She should not know anything personal about you. If you want her to know you have a dog, fine. But I really wouldn't even share that. Do not share shit with her. She will use it when necessary. There are a lot of people who are even in this moment scared to come forward because they let her know too much. They let her know too much. There's a specific, well, there's actually a couple really, but where what they told me upset me so much that I really was going to go forward and pull the plug on her channel. Genuinely. But I knew if I did that, and I would never hide that I did that because it's me. I'm literally like the only person who knows how to do that around here. Without y'all knowing that information, it would just look like I'm a hater. When really, no, this bitch is nasty and dangerous. And the success she's been able to garner on this platform, she's turned it into a way to silence people, blackmail people, and intimidate them, and sometimes threaten them. It's nasty what this woman has gotten away with, and it's nasty the things that aren't even public yet. And I'm not going to force nobody to come public. If someone says, yo, I'm scared, I have to respect that. I have to respect that. But this is one thing I will say without saying too much. FFG is a sick bitch for many reasons. And FFG has been criticized quite a bit with how she likes to go real life. If the truth ever comes out about how real life FFG attempted to go with Shantel, everybody better shut the fuck up. And I'm talking about every person who's ever made an excuse for her. Shantel has a case on FFG. She hasn't filed one, let me be clear. But if more stuff came out with how sick this bitch is, Shantel would have a case on FFG, without a doubt. FFG, you're a weird bitch. I don't understand what's wrong with you, but you're a weird bitch. If you leave your home in search of things connected to Shantel, something is wrong with you. And no, I'm not lying. And I saw it for myself. You're a weird clown ass bitch. Get help. It's weird. We were talking about a fashion show or, taking a drive to the smoke shop to ask. No, that's nothing. Something is wrong with FFG. And she found a way to silence people. She's a sick, sick bitch. And I'm going to make sure I stay around because, bitch, you can't do shit to me. We could both get off the platform if that's that. But let me be clear. If FFG is online, I'm online. Even if I stream about Shantel for a couple of weeks and then go back to FFG, I promise you I'm keeping track. Me and this bitch is locked in. Crazy bitches like her are made for patient bitches like me. You're a fucking weird ass bitch. And the fact that you got me on this platform defending Shantel, you couldn't just sit there and watch her, react to her. You had to be a weird bitch, a controlling bitch, a bitch with a big ass ego. Something's wrong with you, and you tried the wrong bitch. Are we still waiting for December, Frenchie? What are we doing? And I'm only getting started. And for anyone, let me be clear, for anyone, because I know I don't say all the archives I have, for anyone who wants a receipt on FFG, if it's for content, let me know. Tweet at me. I'm not the best with DMs. Sometimes my bad. Like I genuinely do have a lot of DMs. It's not my fault. Let me know. My archive is huge on this bitch. And look, I just sat here for 2.5 hours and I barely got through a lot of it. Shit, I barely put a dent in it. Truly. Let me know what y'all need. I want FFG still on the platform. For the people who are like, oh, you just want... No. I want her to stay. FFG has gone out her way to make a lot of people uncomfortable, run a lot of people off. No, FFG, stay right here. I want FFG to feel how uncomfortable it is when she knows people are onto her, when she knows people are not scared to speak up now. I want her to stay right here. In the moment she goes too far, I will personally deliver her 9th eviction. This time it will be off of YouTube. Clip that. That's my word. So keep it cute and learn how to react and get some fucking help, you weird ass clown. Charlie, I have face cards that could thank you, that could never decline and neither can yours. Thank you, boo. I'll be trying, child. I'll be trying. Listen, you are beautiful, but this troll ugly being Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head rejected child. Like not and I could fix her. No, the thing is, I don't know if y'all remember, FFG did low-key used to look human. I'm not kidding. In her earlier days, she used to look human. I'm not just saying that. She used to look human. So I don't know what happened. I do believe hate comes out of you, like it pours out of you, but that bitch used to look human at one point. Eden, thank you. Been following you since the beginning. Love you. Love you too. And I remember, Eden. I remember. There's a lot of y'all I do remember. Valentina, when did her UFO land? I feel like I've seen some on news. Forehead so greasy, multiple nations are fighting to extract oil, looking like... Ow. 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 Y'all was holding that in? Shit. Hold on. FFG, they dragging you, bitch. Bitch, they dragging the fuck out of you. Nikki P. Hey, boo, this FFG coverage is great. Can't wait for more DD dragging in the future, too. Lord's word. Nikki P. Hey, boo. You know I'll be watching you. Oh, can I just tell you something, Nikki P? Because I watch literally everything. I just stay silent. There was a stream you did recently. I don't think it was the last one. I think it was the one before that. It was before you ended the stream. You said something like, oh, Charlie, if you're watching, I didn't write in chat, but I was watching. I was like, oh, how embarrassing. Maybe I should stop telling people I'm watching. I was watching in real time. I just don't write in chat because next thing you know, oh, you said this, you said, no. I want to take in it all. I want to take it in all. And I love watching your content. You really get under their skin, girl. So you was like, oh, Charlie, if you're watching, I was like, I literally looked at my phone. I was like, please tell me you didn't write in chat. Please tell me you didn't write in chat. And I looked, I'm like, okay, I didn't write in chat. I didn't write in chat because I didn't know how you knew. But I'm like, no, I kind of talk about it publicly. That's probably why. I was scared. I was like, fuck. I felt like I got caught. But yes, Nikki, I was watching in real time. Keep up the good work and don't let nobody talk down to you. You hear me? No one. Jeanette, thank you. Thank you for joining the Gold Cluster. And you are the Welfare Fund. Ready, set, EBTs. EBT. Oh shit, it's moving a little more today. EBTs. Okay, let me stop before I get my shit terminated. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you. Welcome to the Welfare Fund. And of course, you have access to the Discord as well, boo. Thank you. Thank you. Danny, thank you for the super chat. She's gone from playing Games of Thrones to Squid Games. The loyal Chunyans are the guards in the pink. Okay. And even they get taken out if they mess up that part. I know they're going to be windmilling for their life. And this ain't even it because I now got to react to the other one. I'll probably squeeze somebody else in between, but FFG, please keep saying my name, bitch. You just keep giving me more content. And I hope you guys are buckled in for that because I have receipts to match a lot of the things that she said. It's just, I love this. They just don't get it but I kind of like that for me, you know. Some Polish chick, thank you. Cinderella McNasty. Oh, yeah, Cinderella. Cinderella. Uh-huh. Cinderella. Uh-huh. FFG. It's Cinderella. McNasty. Okay, let me stop. Y'all know I be trying to turn everything into a song. One day I'm gonna stop doing that. Ain't no sweetest Jesus. Thank you for the super chat. Always a problem when a woman can't keep friends. Have you seen how they all have gone down? She just has had the gift to be able to push narratives and push lies. But FFG has been a problem from the beginning. Unfortunately, it just took time. She's a huge problem. And thank you, boo. Trash, Ketchup, thank you. Thank you for being a member for 5 months. FFG is the twin Shantel should have eaten in the womb, only to become... I don't know how to say that word. Teratoma? Teratoma, a tumor of hair and teeth. You right. You right. But the truth, actually, let me not go there. I'm gonna wait. Because I'm gonna just wait. Thank you, boo. KD, jacket potatoes, jack and potatoes. Period. It's me that going over my head, but Illyria, Spite. Hope Illyria. Oh, you have a pretty name. Illyria. Oh, Illyria. I like your name. Okay, let me get to your thing. I feel like I owe you royalties for how often I sing French fried turkey neck. You're a treasure. Oh, for those who don't know, it was like a couple of years I came up with it. Mind you, I think I was high when I did that, so I just said it anyways. But the song that I had put together for French Fry Girl, and thank you, boo. I'm gonna do it just for you. French fried turkey neck. French fried turkey neck, French fried turkey neck with a body like a butter roll. Hey, French fried turkey neck, French fried turkey neck, French fried turkey neck with a body like a butter roll. You know, because she really is shaped like a butter roll, so that's why I said that. And then, her neck and stuff. So French fried turkey neck. That's the thing. I really be coming up with my best shit when I'm high. It's just I need to remember to write it down, so then I could say it when I'm not. But sometimes it don't happen. But the French fried turkey neck part, French fried turkey neck, French fried turkey neck, French fried turkey neck, with the body like a butter roll. I just need a remix or something. Sometimes I ain't got that. Sometimes I ain't got it. Okay, let me get caught up. Some Polish chick, you already look like Naomi. No, I don't, baby. Thank you. It's okay. Listen, it's okay. If you squint a little, you don't pay attention to half my body, baby. If I look like Naomi Campbell, I'd be horrible on this platform. Trust me. Like, I'm aware that I'd be insufferable if I looked a certain way, and I know I do not look like her because I'd be insufferable. Thank you, Bill. What did me was the in real life? Oh, okay, you're talking about the in real life weed shopping. So what happened with that is, if I remember correctly, what's her name? FFG and Shannon talked to someone who worked at the weed shop that Shantel shopped at, because they wanted to prove that Shantel was getting high, which is like, hello, that's not a big surprise, because when Shantel was in Canada, she was clearly trying to hide it. So FFG somehow claimed she, by chance, spoke to someone from that same weed shop and confirmed. Like, imagine how dumb and crazy you got to be to walk up to someone, according to her, show them Shantel and be like, have they been here? Bitch, do you have anything outside of this? Why would you? Normally in my day-to-day life, I actually hide Shantel. I hide the fact that I follow Shantel. Anytime I've had a colleague, unfortunately, find my channel, the explanation is awkward. It's awkward as fuck. I'm not like super proud. It's not like I'm hiding it because my job knows what I do, because, some people like to go real life. Not FFG. That's not a FFG thing. So, I've explained it and they're cool with it. But like, I don't actually want to explain why I follow this bitch. It's weird. I know that. So imagine have you seen the bitch? Get a life, please. Rendell. She's cheesing mad hard next to her. Hold on, let me pull it up because I know exactly what you're talking about. Let me pull it back up because Rendell pretty much said, hey, I want to see that picture again. I got you. I got you. One moment, Rendell. Hold on. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I'm going to get together. One moment, Rendell. Here you go. I've seen people smile just like that when they met Beyonce. You know how those girls have been meeting Chris Brown and he's been like dancing on them, mad happy? That's the smile that I see on a lot of those women who've been able to sit on stage with Chris Brown as he dances with them. Like, that is a fan who met their idol. That's the joy I would have if I ever had the chance to meet Viola Davis. Like, tell me that's not a fan. I would be so happy. Honestly, I'd kick up my feet too. Shit, I might even do that. I'd look crazy in the picture because I just met my idol. That is a fan through and through, just so happy. Look, I swear to God, if I ever meet y'all and y'all don't give me FFG energy, the FFG energy she gave Shantel, I don't care if I see y'all at Walmart one day. I don't care if I look dusty. And you see me at Walmart, you're like, hey, is that you, Charlie? I want FFG energy. I want that energy. If you don't give me FFG energy, and no, I don't even think I'm important, but I know the possibilities. If Shantel can have a fan like this, if Shantel can have this type of fan, I can have that type of fan. That's what I want. I want you to kick your foot up, kick your leg up. I don't care. Shit, I might ask for a tear. If Shantel can get that from a fan, I feel like I should be able to as well. It don't matter if we kick it and laugh it afterwards or whatever, but I want this. I want this energy for about 45 seconds. Shit. Mad happy. The fuck? Why can't I get that? Got me jealous a little bit. God. Trauma doubling. Bigotry for sure makes people look old. Calling them out clearly makes you look gorgeous. Forever 24 and 5'12". Period. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, boo. Prison Becky, always looking sideways at people who use minimizing language when it comes to SA. The damage SA does shouldn't be softened with goofy language, weirdos. Exactly. That shit was weird when I saw that tweet, and I'm like, is nobody catching on? Like, nobody saw this or no? Like, it's weird as fuck. Hold on, I'm just trying to get. God damn, there's a lot of y'all. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm probably not gonna get to everybody. God damn, y'all came through. Sammy in Brooklyn, welcome to the Gold Cluster. You are supreme as well. You have access to the Discord. Again, when I get off of, it's gonna be a late night. When I get off of here, I'm gonna go into Discord. I'm gonna actually have y'all vote to see which we watch tonight. We could watch some tonight and some tomorrow, but we got messy shows. We got messy programming to get to. But thank you, Sammy in Brooklyn. Welcome to the Gold Cluster, boo. Cheap, thank you, boo. Charlie, love you so much. I am sat for this dragging. This edgeless troll been deserving her karma. Anywho, you look beautiful as always. Thank you. I'm telling you, you know how y'all be waiting for Shantel, like when Shantel goes on the black screen and y'all be waiting for her camera to accidentally turn off so you could see how much hair she still got. Bitch, I'll be waiting for that for FFG. Y'all be waiting on Shantel. Y'all focus on the wrong one. We know that bitch is bald. We know what she look like. We know chia pet, all that shit down. Sure. It's FFG. Whatever's covering that camera is going to come down one day. Her finger is going to slip. That camera is going to come on. Y'all would need to mute me on Twitter. I would probably send out a tweet every 15 minutes. I would look up different things that she reminds me of, compare her to different things. Like, y'all would be sick of me. Like, some of y'all would be like, all right, Charlie, enough. No. I've waited 2 years for this. I'm going to drag her. Didn't you just compare her to? Yes. And now I'm comparing her to something different. Catch up. Y'all would hate me if that camera ever come. Spiteful Toots. Thank you, Boo. Welcome to the Go Question, Boo. I appreciate you. Nishi, I appreciate you. Realize what type of person she is when she raged at people giving their opinion in her chat. She needs to work on that anger. Too grown. She ain't never gonna change. And thank you for 23 months. I really don't think she will change. And FFG is the type you present her with something she literally should not argue, and she'll still argue it down. Gaining pounds, thank you. You forgot one truth about FFG. Girl is in there 99% of YouTube. How dare you? That's how she is calling everybody. That's what it feels like. Like she just feels like she looks better than everybody. And it's not to say if you're not the most objectively or traditionally beautiful or whatever, but it's just the way she throws it out there. And it's just like, girl, who are you aiming that at? And the truth is, Shantel looks better than you. That's the crazy thing. Shantel looks better than FFG. You can't argue that. Sucks to suck. Again, I would have taken a break. Thank you again, Gaining Pounds, Boo. Thank you. Stephanie, hi, Charlie, here and sick, but always healthy enough for a French fried fat back drag. That's one of the names I love. French fried fat back. French fried fat back. You a fat back. You an ugly bitch. You a miserable. Okay. It's not going to hit the way I wanted to, so I'll leave it there. We really do need to put an album together, low key. Thank you, Stephanie. Happy Chappy, welcome to the Welfare Fund. Ready, set, EBTs, EBTs, EBTitties. One day they're going to pop out and I'm going to be screwed. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Nader was worse. FFG's ex hit her with a hammer, though. The way I did not clock that until now. For those who don't know what Shrinking Project is referring to, FFG said in those messages that Nader was worse than her ex. But publicly, FFG did say her ex hit her in the head with a hammer. I'm going to wait. To comment further on that. That's all I'm going to say. In Shrinking Project, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm going to wait just a little longer. FFG took down a lot of content over the years. She took down a lot of content. She made it seem like it was because of Nader. I believe Nader played a part in some of them, but not all of it was because of Nader. Sounds like a you problem. If she could, she would wear Shantel's skin like a dress. Absolutely. Absolutely. Or just a face mask, because that bitch's face is big as fuck. So a face mask. Agreed. Thank you, boo. Hakate's daughter. And Negs, Gigi, and Belinda all didn't fall out because Negs is racist. It was other reasons. Of course, you're right, Charlie. I had blinders on, but they are all one and the same. Yes, racists and bigots who lie. Yes, 1000%. And again, I like people to figure it out for themselves. That's why when people think like I go behind this, no. You're gonna figure it out for yourself. But Hakate, thank you so much. Crochet with Ashmi. Hopefully, Crochet with Ashmi, welcome to the Go Cluster, boo. Welcome. You have access to the Discord. Sassy Mama, welcome, boo. Welcome to the Go Cluster, honey bun. I hope you feel comfortable. K-Sis. Oh, wait. Yes, K-Sis. Had my baby in March, so I've been busy. I finally caught you live. Thank you for keeping me entertained during a miserable pregnancy. Eat the girls up. Show K-Sis some love. I'm sure you guys already have, but if you haven't, please show her some love. And congrats to your new bundle of joy, boo. I hope things are a lot easier and better. And if this gives you any type of relief, thank you for being here. Dumb. Thank you for the super chat. Dumb. Hi. Have you addressed how much FFG tries to act like everything Shantel says is because of FFG? She acts like she's obsessed with her weirdos. Yes. The thing is, that's one of the ways she grew her channel. So if she could connect everything back to her, then it gives her more talking points and it gets her viewership riled up. And people are not going to like this. And I'm going to stand on this. That Halloween, costume that Shantel had a few years back had nothing to do with FFG's abuse. The way she turned that bloodyish looking costume into Chantel's mocking her abuse, it had nothing to do with her abuse. But she took that moment because what are viewers and creators going to do? Back her. Like, how dare you, Shantel? But it had nothing to do with that. But she ran with it and made bank off of it. Your mom's emotional support carrot, Charlie dropping more bombs than Chantel's judging. You ain't shit. Cut it out. Cut it out. And even through all of that, Shantel still wanted Sala to go out and get her ice cream. The nerve. Thank you, boo. Samantha Jean. Hey, Sam. I just watched your last video. I linked it in my Discord. Baby, that one little clip, wait until we get into all of it. One thing about FFG, when she is scrambling, it shows. Thank you for the super chat. See you all on the Canada tour of 2026. Pretty sure. Sam, I need there to be an agreement that FFG comes out the house. I need her to come out the house. Thank you for the super chat. I need her to come out the house. Please. If someone can guarantee FFG comes out the house. ... Thank you. Notice how I didn't finish the sentence? I technically didn't say anything. I need a guarantee she leaves the house. And as my viewers, to anyone who support me, if there's another merch launch due to her leaving the house, please support it. Thank you. Daisy Player. I like to sing French fried turkey neck to beat up Chicken Head. Ooh, Chicken Head by Project Pat. Now I got to think about that. Bald head, scallywag, ain't got no hair in the bag. Ooh, okay. I'm going to work on that. Oh, FFG, bitch. Everybody dragging you ugly bitch. FFG. Or maybe it's Lori, because Lori be clipping my shit. And I hope you know Lori, it tells me. I don't care. Clip away. Lori, because I know you probably have to send this message back. Thank you, boo. Thank you, Daisy Player. Lori, tell FFG, everybody dragging her ugly ass. Take a look. Nobody give a fuck. These aren't the forums. The forums talk the shit. The loud voices are actually on the platform. People been dragging her, Lori. Let her know, Lori. Let her know. She getting dragged bad, bitch. Look at this, Lori. They dragging her, bitch. They dragging your master, bitch. Carrie Ludwig, welcome. Welcome to the Go Cluster, boo. I feel like I'm almost caught up. I think I'm pretty much caught up. Let's see. This was a long one, but I really enjoyed it because I feel like a lot of you guys get it a lot more now. I know y'all not saying cam up. I know y'all not telling her to cam up. Now, you know, FFG would dig up BBJ. FFG would probably dig up BBJ, Gorilla Glue fur back on BBJ, and put BBJ in front of a camera before that. Even though that contradicts everything I said earlier about her camming up, but I really do think she'd Gorilla Glue some fur on BBJ's, body and present that and expect y'all to fall for it. Just saying. She specifically said he was worse to Shantel than her ex. Yes, was to her. Nader stabbed someone else, not Shantel. Nader is a vile piece of shit. Just interesting. It's true. You're not wrong. I see what you was putting down. You ain't wrong. Sam, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? And by the way, just so there's no confusion, FFG has mentioned and posted her name before, so this is not spreading. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? You've been struck by a smooth criminal. Oh my God, low-key, that kind of match, because they be calling me a criminal. A smooth criminal. And I'm just getting started. Ugly. You so ugly. FFG is so ugly. That's what be getting me. I don't know why I get mad when she call people ugly. That bitch is so hideous. It's funny. I don't care. FFG, call me ugly again, please. I have other creatures I can compare you to. Please. Yamano Spite, thank you, boo. Thank you for the super chat. I'm enjoying the dragging, but I do have to put it out there that I need FFG and Foodie to finally get together, manifesting the OnlyFans collab for bonding. Could you imagine the content? This is what I think could have happened. Truly, Shantel could have just ditched Nader. Her, Didi, and FFG could have got together and like, some type of relationship that works for them. Have a content room, one for YouTube, one for OnlyFans. They would have been unstoppable. But FFG's stupid ass, she went off the rails because Shantel, rejected her. Really think about that. Shantel, FFG, and Didi together. And word on the street is Didi single. Just saying. It's not impossible. So wait, Savage, I've been saying this. There is no one uglier in this space than FFG. That bitch ugly as fuck. But hey, I mean, being ugly doesn't mean you're the worst person. It just so happens that she picks so many of the same struggles. Like, okay, you're a liar. You're trifling. You ain't shit. You ugly as fuck. You're vile. You ain't got no loyalty. And you morbidly obese. Girl, we got to pick struggles, bitch. I'm a big back, but you got to pick struggles. And you trifling. And you're so horrible. Your brother coming out here talking about you. Do you understand that's never happened in this space? Never. Your blood brother. Oh, and just to give y'all a little teaser and spoil it a little bit. Once everything comes out or whatever, well, because there's a few things, but once some things come out, do you remember that clip that FFG was proudly shitting on Shantel? I know my brother, bitch. I know my father too. Record scratch, insert brother. Bitch, you should have kept that to yourself. We are very well aware you know your brother because he's been running his mouth. Okay? You should have kept that to yourself. Oh, yeah. FFG's brother calls her that. You should have kept that to yourself. It's just like, girl, none of them things aged well. And based on what I'm learning, Shantel has a better relationship with her family than FFG. Oof. Could you imagine? Tell me FFG wouldn't slide in some of those Didi roast beefs just to be where Chantel's bean is. Yeah, just to be where Chantel's been. Absolutely. Absolutely, she would. She would crawl in them crusty underwear. She would have probably purchased the crusty underwear from Nader if she could have. She could have. Absolutely. Absolutely. And guess what? It's still a possibility. Y'all, thank you for an amazing stream. We went 3 hours strong. And because FFG ran her mouth recently, meaning yesterday, I'm going to have to pull the clips together to piece that together. And the more she speaks, the more receipts that I know you guys haven't seen that I'll bring. You know what I'll do next time on top of, addressing that? I'll go over more of the DMs that she's had, text messages with friends, where they've put it out there. There's so many things you guys haven't seen, and trust me, I'm your girl. Because as of right now, I'm just basing off of what I'm currently seeing. I'm on it. I've been preparing for this. Sam, Yaba's wife, clocked in. Yaba seems to be clocking in here and there, and I get it. She's focused on Shantel. I get it. I ain't even knocking that. But I just have a feeling there'll be more people who have more opinions when it comes to FFG. And if you need a receipt, by all means, please reach out. I'm not going to gatekeep receipts. This is all behavior that she did online. Because I remember one time FFG, because of her fucking ego, said that this space was saturated. This space didn't need more Shantel reactors. It didn't need more people. Enough is enough. Well, this space doesn't have many FFG reactors. That ain't saturated. Guys, enjoy the rest of your night. Discord, give me about 20 or 30 minutes. I just want to, take some of this off, get comfortable, and then we're going to figure out together which shows we're watching, because there's no way we could watch all 3. No, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, there's no way we could watch all 4 and Amber tonight. So we're going to figure it out together. Oh, hold on. I just caught this. Chantel's Unflicked Bean. Thank you, boo. Thank you for being a member for 1 month. Great stream, Charlie. Love you. Thank you. And don't forget, it's unflicked only because FFG hasn't made it to where she wants to make it yet. So be prepared to eventually, possibly change your username. Just throwing it out there. Yaba. Thank you, Yaba. Buckle up, Annie. Big girl. You know what she said? Hashtag no small portions. Imagine trying to dunk on somebody who went and got help to lose weight. For those who don't know, FFG for some reason thinks it's a dunk that Yaba's losing weight because she got weight loss surgery. Help me. How's that a dunk? Help me understand. It don't got to make sense. I guess it only got to make sense in her head. But thank you, Yaba. Thank you, everybody. And enjoy the outro. It was the only little something I could put together because, I got to really get some clips together for an outro for FFG. But enjoy. Thank you for everyone who is here, willing to hear me out. And please, feel free, if you enjoyed any part of the stream, leave me a like. But I really, above all, want to hear your comments and see them with your full chest down below. Once this ends, I want to see those comments. It's not even just because of the algorithm. It's about time people start saying shit with their chest and stop letting the ugly ass, miserable bitch punk y'all. Enough is enough. I'll wait to see the comments below. Later, y'all.
I think she is that shady. You guys, she puts on her fucking eyeshadow and her lip gloss, tries to look in her friggin' wig all crooked, and I'm just mad. Tries to friggin' be classy for you.
I love how she got that from Charlie. I swear to God, I'm going to say it again. The two of them talking about my dry pony is fucking hilarious. Somebody who has to put on 16 layers of makeup and straighten their hair every time they want to come out on a stream to burn my looks.
Close. Yep. French fried squealing pig. That's what she sounds like. Squealing pig. It's funny that she has the nerve to call anyone a pig. I've never seen someone so ugly inside and outside as her ever in my life.
Again, with you, I would say it's a face only a mother could love, but your mother didn't. And she dumped your fucking loser ass at your grandmother's house to have a clinically depressed woman who spent all day in bed raise her daughter because nobody else fucking wanted to. Your mom wanted to go fucking around, charmooting, and your father wouldn't be trapped by your ugly ass and doesn't even introduce you to your own brothers. What the fuck do you think that means about you? I know my brother, bitch. And I know my father too. And my mom didn't have to whore around to have 2 fucking kids.
Have you seen them? FFG has no neck. None. No neck. Just a big gullet. You can't strangle me. You can't strangle me. Oh my God. Goodbye.